You also can buy lesser gifts from other words and only lesser gifts for 2 points rather than
If you can
interesting.
jury-rig them together through shit that you have.
Yep.
So, for
And
instance,
yeah,
I think
you do have to freaking argue with me about how it would actually work.
Yeah.
Since if you can somehow use like a fire gift and you have nothing that even remotely has anything to do with fire, it's gonna be a hard freaking discussion.
All right, Mitchell, some misbegotten are connected to fire. Easy.
It's not going to be close enough.
Easiest play of my life, dude.
So, what's the over/under of party people? What are thoughts on, as far as people who've played before, on
Yes, I
getting
think
additional
everyone but
gifts?
you.
Sorry, additional words early. Yeah, getting additional words early on, and then just getting actions and stuff later, or is that does it generally not matter?
Yeah.
If I recall,
don't know.
I know Zier took a few words early on, at least an extra one.
Took one extra word, then
don't
decided I cannot,
remember.
or then learned I can't use it how I want to, and that was a fucking unfortunate
What word was
event.
it?
Passion.
Yep.
Mm.
There are ways to use passion, just it didn't work with Paeden's very particular way of wanting to do it.
Yes, because I am very particular about most things, turns out.
Yep.
Because I'm fucking stupid.
And always as a reminder, you can always ask if you're trying to plan something so that when you try and do it and I go, that's not how it works, you don't have to freaking just have wasted a bunch of ability points on something you never are going to use again.
And I'll fucking do it again, Mitchell.
Just as a friendly reminder.
And no one here can stop me.
No one's friendly.
Not even me, unfortunately.
Yeah, but the reminder is.
Ugh.
It is friendly reminders, but a reminder.
Yeah? Yeah, all right.
So as far as using gifts from a word, so you have a word and you want to use a gift. It's if you don't have that gift, you can still use it, but it costs what, an effort for the day, or how does that work?
If you ever
Okay.
use an effort that would
What if
be, or if you're using a gift you don't have, then you automatically can use it as a miracle, but it eats up a point for the day, period. And it only lasts for the scene, unless extenuating circumstances.
Okay.
99% of the time, they're going to last the scene, aka the battle or the event you're going
So
through.
if they say commit effort for the day anyway, it's
then
basically
it's
you can
just the normal. Yeah.
Okay, so you can just use them. Interesting. All right.
That's one of the things that I've always kind of wondered is if you want to use a gift that you don't have, if you have to spend a or an effort for the day to even activate the miracle, and then the normal effort cost to actually do what you want to do. But I'm just running it that no matter what, it's always going to cost just the one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Because honestly, I
All right.
don't see how the other way would work as well. So.
Oh, you mean how you're just having to dump a billion effort?
Yeah. So it's always going to be one. Well, I'm going to let you guys do, because I need to go grab food myself. But
yeah, I think I want to get time.
Yeah.
I think that's such a cool fucking gift. It won't let me like bring people back and stuff. But like,
I'm going to say you guys are going to have at least 5 facts. 6 is the max currently. So
at least
if
5
you
facts.
don't,
1, 2, 3,
then
4,
I'm going to
5.
give you guys like 15 minutes to go do that now. AKA Amelia and Drake, I believe you owe me. Oh, maybe Drake has it already.
It looks like
I have
Drake
5.
Have a
it looks like
relationship.
I have 5.
Are mine 5? Are my 5 fine?
If you do, Theo, then you have the others as the same thing.
My favorite's your 6.
So just
well, I have 2 different facts in others. Or other.
Yeah, I mean, just add every time you go and add matter
Okay.
of fact. It's always going to be other. So just
add another
just break
row
them
for it.
apart. All right, I'll be back in just a minute.
Do mine look fine? Paeden?
I mean, damn, I'm not the fucking DM.
All right.
Let's
Well,
see.
I mean,
Oh my god, we can look at each other's
Sure.
character sheets? I had
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
idea.
We'll do that the
No, I'm
entire
not gonna
time.
do that though.
I don't care if you look at mine.
Yeah, well, I care.
Okay.
Hero. A testament to the ages.
I don't know enough about you to be creeping on your character.
He's lurking outside the window trying to get fucking peep shots of the character sheet. Christ.
Okay, now let's actually make some facts.
Let's see. What do I want for? Do I want anything in endurance or fire? Oh, I could get luck. No. Let's not do that again.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can steal any facts from you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa. Impossible victory is a fucking ability you can get as luck that you use it once and you cannot ever use it again and you get refunded the amount you
I'm
spent
back.
on it. That's fucking wild.
Yeah, luck's ability.
Yeah, the
you can use the
impossible
ones to
victory
win anyway. Yeah.
Yes, it's such a cool thing.
Yep.
I was looking at luck. I'm not picking luck.
The
It's just
fucking the enemy gets hit by a meteorite. Just oh fuck.
like
You win once for the entire campaign.
Yep, you can
Save
never
that
use
for
it
the
again.
final battle, baby.
What final battle?
That's the fucking power move. Well, we're being sent to fucking take the throne.
That's
and
fair.
when you get on the throne, everything else that doesn't want you on there fucking comes to kick your shit in.
Yeah, you know how when you go and you try and take a realm,
Mm-hmm.
everything in the realm tries to come and kick you?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that for the universe.
Yeah.
Ah. Fun.
But just get the fucking that final battle, big win.
All right, so
I think it isn't technically a big
how-
one. It's just
what
you
what the heck is your relationship with Becton? They just know you exist, and and you know they exist.
Becton is my city.
I think
Or
so.
village.
It's
I
not
mean, I
really a
imagine
city
it's
yet.
kind of a like, yeah, they know there's this weirdo that hangs around. What's his face?
Can I say something, Amelia?
Sure.
We hold weekly festivals. Do you think you'd show up just to drink?
It's possible if they're drinking festivals.
I mean, they're food. It's food-oriented festivals, so it's not out of the question.
Hell yeah.
So, like, it's
Christ.
just this town of, like, every time there's just one extra person at these groups, nobody knows. They're just, like, drinking away. And everyone's like, "All
I
right,
feel
guess
like
we're
everybody
here."
knows. Let's be real.
No, everyone knows. But no one
Everyone
pretends to
knows.
know. Everyone pretends
Everyone
to not
knows.
know.
No one mentions it. You just let it slide. Or you get fucking mention the fucking demigod that showed up. Nah, you just let that shit go.
do.
Or
Can't
else.
do those.
Yeah. Christ. Amelia threatening Raleigh. This is a new fucking twist.
All right. Yeah. I want Mitchell. I do want to learn the word of time.
All right. Where are you learning it from, if I might ask?
That's a good question.
Because I can guarantee that there's nowhere in Zeodor or Deuce that has anyone that knows anything about time.
Raleigh, you
Hmm.
Raleigh, you want to learn how to make a clock?
Yeah?
God.
Fortunately, Drake, you're also not all that into time.
Okay, I didn't know
You
I had to
understand the
find a
mortal
source for it.
version to
I
some
thought I
extent.
could just get powers.
The only into
Um,
time you are is cutting people's time short in this fucking world for no reason.
That's a good question because I don't know. I didn't think that was going to be a part of it.
I mean, you do actually have a connection via not Xandrios, but Slokion does.
Slogion has a connection. Hold on. Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Let me
You
look at my
fix
notes.
one of the machines that has to do with it.
Oh. Wait, which? I don't
Decay.
remember what the fucking machines look like.
Yeah,
the big
machine of
snake
decay.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, the machine of decay!
That one
You run it
technically
from
is
the
not
big machine of
entirely time, it's more time and fertility, but
Yeah, but you
they
know,
do connect to each other. Yes.
I feel like decay's more related to time than fertility. I think.
they
All
serve
right.
in my mind.
functions.
Will I be able to go there and study it to see if I can't? The fucking what is the thing where you sleep on a book?
Sleep on a book to absorb its knowledge.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I imagine if you couldn't go there to study it, he wouldn't have mentioned it as a possibility,
That's fair.
unless
Thank
he's
you,
actually trolling.
Mitchell. Yeah, I want to do that.
No, you can study that machine and try and figure out how exactly time works.
But also, yes, he is trolling.
Yeah.
You spend a week and nothing happens. Well, spend a week, go back to Mickey and be like, "Well, I've accomplished nothing in a week. What have you done?"
Probably plenty.
Yeah.
Man, I'd fix some of my fucking weird monsters.
So that's what I'll do for
Mhm.
the week while I wait.
Yep. Remember, we had a month pass, so that eats one of your weeks of exploring.
That's fine.
So, but at the end of it, you do feel a greater connection with the time of the universe, and so gain the passive benefits of such a connection,
Yay!
which
All right.
increases your wisdom and increases your wisdom, grants you the knowledge of the exact time, no matter what, and you are immune to any other users of time.
That's helpful. Cool. All right.
Yep. Well, the effect and for scrying purposes. So keep in mind, this
said
is
there-
also something that other creatures that have this connection have as well. So
all right.
basically, you just look at each other and go like, "Yeah, we can't really pierce each other's time clouds. Sorry." So
Cool.
yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and
discuss
pick up an ability too.
Yep, the abilities are effectively free. You can do those near instantly.
Cool. I wasn't sure.
Yep. It's just connection with the word, because that is a greater undertaking. I think actually, do you guys remember I had it? I know I had that for lesser abilities. Did I have anything for greater abilities that it took a little bit of time? I don't think you could do it in combat, I think was my.
No, I think you need to spend like an actual amount of time. Just it wasn't like
Yeah,
it wasn't.
I think it was like a
you
day
could
or something.
Was more or less just the thing.
Yeah, you
You
couldn't
can-
just say I know how to do this now in the middle of combat, which
You
could
could
do in
cheese it
lesser
out in the middle of combat.
Yeah, Yeah, you could do that with lesser gifts, but that's because lesser gifts are easy. So,
All right.
I'm trying to remember precisely what you guys were doing during the month. I think you were mostly just kind of getting your stuff set up. So,
I
does that
was
sound right?
if I was doing anything, it was definitely I said like I would be traveling around, checking up on places and getting ready, whatever. Probably just staying out of the way of Mickey, but seeing if she needed anything, which is probably for me to get out of her face.
I mean, she told you to come back in a month, so
Yeah. So then
yeah, her
waiting
stuff
that
will activate after we do this.
cool.
I was messing with my misbegotten, and then I moved half of them into Zero How the fuck you pronounce this place?
Yeah, 0 arrows.
More place to expand.
And I'm guessing
More
you had them
victims.
just wander that area, or did you have them build something there?
No, I had them separate area.
Yeah.
Which is good because it acts as a deterrent.
Oh, you mean the fucking spindly ass motherfuckers from the south who don't have an army anymore?
I mean, they didn't, but as a reminder, Amelia did spend her month kind of sorting out
Okay.
part of that problem.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But there's also like what 500 wolfmen here, all of which you can fucking fight and kill fairly easily. So I'm not that
Yeah,
afraid.
it's a deterrent.
Right.
If I was a real bastard, I'd just send them down south and just see what happens.
That's going to be a good idea.
Yeah.
And of course, Drake, I
That's what I
remember
said,
yours.
real bastard.
You and yours built a new settlement down in this peninsula somewhere, which I just put it literally somewhere. If you need to, move it to where you wanted it.
Oh, is it?
And of
Is
course,
it?
give it a better name.
I'm wondering.
There we go.
Actually, move it or no?
I mean, you should. It's just a block. If not, just place it somewhere on that peninsula.
I want it like right here on this tile.
I
That
mean,
way I have a more
you
place
should be
to.
able to draw it.
I know, but you already had a block.
There you go. You have a new block.
There we go.
Okay. So, yeah. Rally, you're the only one that basically has any real updates because the others are all busy doing their own things. So,
Oh, cool.
over the course of the month, other than, of course, kind of having your village do its thing and waiting for Mickey to get her act together or get her stuff set up, I suppose, is actually
Yeah,
the more
she had her act
accurate.
together for the
Mm.
beforehand, and we fucked it up. Specifically
But it's
me,
fine.
but
We got her this new act.
Mhm. Yeah. So I think for basically 2 weeks or so, because I believe both communing with time and there was something else you were doing, I think, to get set up back home. They ate up about a week. So 2 weeks of adventuring, though, with your adventuring companions, which I believe was your small unit of soldiers plus the teens.
wait, recap that.
Were you not
Repeat.
adventuring with your peoples? Or
I
just
was,
wandering
but you
yourself?
said
I believe the
my
teens
teens had
left.
already gone off and were adventuring on their own as adventurers at this point already. Remember?
I mean, they are, but you do still run into them.
Oh, okay, cool. Yes.
Run to them and then
Alright.
kill them to prove a point.
No. All right, sorry. Continue. We're good.
There's always a bigger sword.
There's
Wait.
always a bigger fish. What are you talking about? You helped train us.
Ah!
Yep. So, over the course of the 2 weeks, which I believe was the second part of the month, I'm trying to remember.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds right. You do find some small settlements that start cropping back up again. Some as in enough that barely fits on one hand.
Wow. Okay.
But you basically like going through, and one day you'll be crossing one area, and then the next day, all of a sudden, there are buildings there. Not very good buildings, but they're basically just held together bricks and mortar, but that are
Wow, they really
hovels.
do just pop back up, huh?
Yep, but they're all Zorites, and well, they're hostile, but they can't really do anything to hurt you, really, because their numbers in each little settlement is maybe 500.
Oof.
So, you also, in the months, do hear of small raids that kind of go and attack off into more of the settlements on this side and down in the forests.
Raids of what? Just like
Raids.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the people who are being raided are not particularly good at describing them. They seem to at least be like humanoid raiders. You'd assume they'd be Zorites, since
They're humanoid. They have fur,
Yeah.
big teeth. Oh no.
Okay.
so there's some sort of presence of soldiers somewhere, but in the 2 weeks of traveling around, you're not able to discover them.
Oh, but I can see what they look like. I got my new time ability, right?
Yeah, if you did that at the beginning of the month, so
Yeah. Cool. I want to use at one of the places where I don't immediately get chased out, or if I do, at least get enough information out of people to figure out exactly when it happened. I want to try to use Echoes of the Past, which is choose a particular time or known event in the past that has occurred at this location and witness it as if you were present.
all right, yeah, that definitely works. And yeah, you see a small group of Zorite raiders, I guess, for lack of a better word. I mean, they're people who are armored and armed, and they seem to be taking things, who come into the
Okay.
village, stomp around, and steal things, and then leave. It all happens
Cool.
in less than like half an hour.
All right.
I mean, none of them
That's what I
look
figured.
none of them look all that important or anything. They're all kind of scruffy and tired and a little bit dirt worn, it looks like, but
All right.
certainly more than the villagers can fend off.
Yeah, I just wanted to confirm.
Yeah. And it is less pirate raiding and more pirate raiding, as in they come in, tell the villagers to give them stuff, the villagers not wanting to die horribly in the face of, we have like 10 guys who know how to freaking wield weapons, and you have like 200. So they just give them stuff and they leave. So,
Okay.
yep. Unfortunately, of course, it doesn't tell you where they come from or, anything of that nature. They always seem to be coming from the remaining mountains.
Okay. And here, let's draw some X's over which mountains are destroyed. I'll draw some tiny X's over them.
I believe all of them except for this one, right?
Yeah. This one, there's some over by the coast, some up here, a few down here. Because keep in mind, all this brown area is all mountainous. So,
Gotcha.
So most of the interior mountains are just gone.
yeah.
Okay. So
This is
I'm
not an
just
area
gonna
run by mountains.
Yeah.
draw
Very
X's
defensible.
over these mountains.
From the ocean.
Yeah.
There we go.
You can be attacked from the
Okay.
ocean? What the fuck? They say like it's stupid. What?
You could
Alright.
not hear.
Yeah. That's it for me.
Well, if everyone else is kind of finishing up their own things, then the month passes. I believe I already gave out the Dominion for the month.
Yes. Yeah, you gave out the like the village stuff and just said it hasn't passed yet, but here, have it to avoid confusion.
Yeah,
Yep.
just for ease.
So, do I have my date count? Yes, I do. So it is day 61. And the month has completed. So where do you all find yourselves at the end of the month?
At Amelia's tavern.
Probably running back and forth through my villages trying to fucking organize this dumb shit. Like I have been doing for the past 2 weeks.
I want everyone to meet at Amelia's tavern.
I'm trying to learn the
As a
language
party.
of the army I just joined.
I would probably be in my village, in fucking Becton, getting ready to have a discussion with Mickey.
So you guys don't actually meet up at the end of the month. You're just like, we're just gonna keep doing our own things.
I mean, I'm gonna meet up with Raleigh.
I would probably try to meet up with everybody.
Did we agree to meet up at the end of the month? Because I will go if we agreed. Like,
I mean, we probably fucking should have.
We probably should have.
I don't know if we ever officially agreed.
If we don't, then I will go on
Seeing
a
as
quest
none of you
to find
remember, I'm
everybody.
going to go with yes, no, none of you officially agreed. I'm going to say though, you all agreed. Just for the sake of my
Hey!
sanity.
Classic.
All right, we all agreed to meet up. I guess at Amelia's tavern. Is that a good
I
place?
don't give a fuck where we meet.
We all meet up.
All right, we meet up.
Indeed, you do. So, I'm guessing you all share your last month.
Yeah. I let them know. Oh yeah, I can do like weird time shit now. Don't worry about it. It's cool.
Yeah, all right.
I looked at that cool snake statue and it was like, oh yes, I see. Time. And I felt smarter, but like not really. It's weird.
So,
Yeah, you do you, Raleigh.
And I tell everyone about the plan for me to rebuild the north, well, to assist with rebuilding the north as much as I can, and that I might be requesting assistance. Of course, I'll be providing assistance as needed, if needed, for anything as well. And the weird raids going on, but that's something I'm gonna have a conversation with some other folks about. So,
If you need any help with the raise, I have some people who are willing to help.
I might actually call upon that. We'll see.
So, are you guys? Did you just tell Mickey to meet you here, or?
I mean, presumably yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, she, well, not gets dragged in, but certainly follows in Mirek, who kind of does his best to, do the kind of royal guards introduction. It is stammering and not particularly all that royal, but it's at least something. So
I love it.
Yep. And then he goes and just kind of slinks off to sit behind Amelia. So, yep. Just kind of looks down.
Nice job.
Well, you tried.
He perks up a little bit. A nice job.
Oh.
An attempt was made. So, yeah.
She walks in, and behind her is, of course, a few of her guards. In particular, rather than the normal kind of 2 or 3 that she normally has, just kind of trailing after her. This time she has a full 12, though only 4 of them are carrying any sort of weapons. The other 8 are carrying, 2 are carrying a giant box, and the rest are carrying bags, and a couple carrying map cases.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They all walk in, get a chair set up for her and everything, and start getting what looks like a presentation to Drake's practiced eyes set up behind her.
Hell yeah.
PowerPoint.
I mean, the closest thing that they can get, yes.
I'm smarter now. I know what that word means.
Oh, you're wiser, not
Presentation.
smarter.
I'm wiser, not smarter. Fuck, you're right.
You don't know it's a presentation, but you know you're gonna learn something probably.
All right.
All of a sudden, I should start making, using sun, making shadow puppets.
You don't know it's a presentation, but you're not gonna fall asleep in it.
All right.
What's all this then?
So,
what's all this?
after a good 5 minutes of her having to, like, she kind of sits down and then waits for them to get it all set up, and then basically listens with the the anime like little red marker that denotes annoyance. Yeah, that's steadily growing as the guards who definitely don't know how all of this stuff is supposed to connect and whatnot basically just kind of fumble around for the next 2 minutes. And at that point, you can basically see a vein popping out of her forehead, and she stands up and gets it all set right in the next 30 seconds, and then places herself back down on the seat and dismisses them.
Why don't you just start with that?
Well, I thought that I would have a level of competence in my servants. Regardless, we should be all set to start.
All right.
And at that point, she actually bothers looking at the four of you. I don't believe I was going to have all of you here, but I suppose this is easy enough. Might cause less bumps along the road that I shall be planting down at a later point today.
Yep.
So, and at that point, she stands up, brushes off her. With this today, she seems to be wearing kind of a fine. I'm trying to think. It's not really a dress, but it's not really a pantsuit. I guess it's kind of like a.
Is it a dance suit?
I guess, yeah, probably something more along those lines. Just it allows her to move around without issues, but at the same time is very, very frilly and garish.
That's not
Gotcha.
practical and all.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess probably like a bard's uniform, like a D&D bard's uniform, that sort of thing.
Ugh.
So like able to be used in combat, but still freaking garish and awful to look at.
Spandex.
I mean, as close as she can get to spandex because that doesn't exist here. But over the next half an hour, yes, half an hour, she goes and describes basically the rediscovery and rebuilding process over the next 6 months, which of course is going to start with dealing with the raids and finding the majority of the population and replanting it where it needs to be. I mean, if you guys have any questions for her, she does like kind of pause her presentation and allows you guys to ask in between.
I fell asleep in the first 5 minutes.
I guess I guess my question would be, she'll probably go over this, so it's less of a question for her and more just a question for you with the explanation. Is there going to be a new capital, and where is the best place for that to be set up?
Well, I mean, it's a new nation. There has to be a capital.
Yeah.
And she was planning on setting it up in the only remaining large mountain in the range.
Right here?
Yep.
Oh, that's where the raiders are. Cool. Yeah. I will at least confirm and relay the information that I found, which I assume she probably already knows, but
She knows of the raiders. She doesn't know much more about them than that, though. She knows they exist. She knows they're Zorites. She suspects that they are most likely the remaining soldiers for the remainder of the old nation.
Gotcha.
But other than that, her scouts have not been able to ascertain as much as that. So
I am going to poke Drake and ask if you'd be willing to assist in some of the rebuilding, or if just a little bit, if possible. getting things set up?
I'm
I know
not
you're
sure if
good
I
at
should
building
actually
stuff.
just give you an answer. Because the answer's probably going to be like, depends. Is there going to be a monetary compensation for my time?
Oh my god. You
Uh,
can't just help?
I I have my own theory I'm setting up and stuff like
That's
that
fair.
that I'm actually working on. Like I'm moving all my guys out of
he
this
did
area.
do a fucking mass exodus from Slokion.
You know
That is
that's
true.
that's come and gone. All your people are now set up in the tower at this point.
To
I mean, it's
finish
still
setting
not fully functional yet because you still need to kind of build the
Okay.
main
I'll
part, but the
then
tower itself is functional.
Yeah, I
let's
need
see.
to
So what kind of can you do like building a wall, building a castle? Is that stuff you can just do?
Well, he needs
If
people.
you have the right words, yeah. Otherwise,
But
yeah,
like
if you just want to have your people work on it, then yeah, you just basically use influence to order them to do it.
okay.
Of
Okay.
course, your influence is
Well,
more
anyway.
effective if you're able to, actively help with things.
Yeah. All right. Well, I will probably try to ask Drake uh if later down the line he'd be willing to help, but I know everyone has their own hands full, so if the answer is no, that's fine.
like right now I have a tower of light, but it has no light. Well, clock tower.
That's fair. All right. Well, we'll I'll probably be requesting some assistance later on.
It depends. So Mitchell, what if
We'll
I
try to
wanted to
get
do
you
a quest for this?
Hmm? Anyway, she can continue the presentation.
Because I remember the problem that I had was if I do a quest, I'm probably going to need people to do the heavy lifting for me because I'm weak.
Well, I don't
But
have. Unfortunately, I don't have the strength word, which might have been. Is that even a
well,
word?
I want
What's this?
to basically I want to set up a miniature sun, I guess,
Might.
as a generator. Yeah, and I'm either from what I know from Mitchell, I have to either use a shard or just agree to do a quest and try to figure it out. The problem is that if I do a quest, I feel like I'm gonna need some help.
Seems that our man is dead.
Who?
What?
Oh.
Is Mitchell dead?
Nah, I'm muted.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I'm eating, so I turned it off and forgot to turn it back on.
That's classic.
Yeah. So, trying to think. Yeah, but Drake, yeah, you basically are going to have to do a quest for most of it. Oh my goodness. 1 second.
Okay, then I could probably try doing the quest. And the thing is that you give me some of your time, I give you some of my time.
All right. I think that's more than fair.
But actually, yeah, that was my main fear doing a quest because I feel like if I do it, I want to get my I want to die.
And hey, I have plenty of time to spare. Oh.
I'll kill you.
The time where
I have the
people
word
actually
of
just
time now.
All right. Now I'm just trying to remember where the heck I was
Oh,
when I cut out.
she was just saying like here's the 6-month plan. First thing we need to do is get rid of these bandits, or one of the things we need to
Oh,
do is get rid of
yeah,
the
now I
bandits.
remember what the heck she was. Yeah. So the 6-month plan is basically the reconstruction of, well, her version of Zeodora, I suppose, because as a reminder, she is a Deuce person. So it's not going to really go back to how it was. That
Which is
isn't-
fine.
So in the 6 months, she's planning on trying to basically revitalize the population, get everyone back under at least some sort of rulership. At the 6 months period, she's planning on trying to reopen some connections with Deuce to try and basically kind of carve the world in two, so that there won't be as many issues between the two.
Yeah.
She
and
doesn't go
I
into
guess
very
we-
much detail, by the way, for that particular part, but it's
that's
also
fine.
like half a year to a year out. So
I do
Yeah.
want to bring up the fact that we've got a good deterrent for aggression in the form of a Wolfman village that's been set up.
Which I'm just going to steadily expand. I'm going to expand it into territory that is not rightfully mine.
You can expand it
It better
south.
be north.
Huh?
Well,
No.
It sure as
Really?
fuck won't be.
The Stony Terrace can be yours, but
That's what I
depending
want.
on-
I don't give
no,
a fuck about
Drake.
Deuce itself.
Nor he's starting at the top near my area. If
I
he
know,
just
I'm
goes
just-
south, it's literally just going to be
I'm
Stony
just
Terrace.
saying,
I'm
if
going to have to expand before that ever becomes a fucking issue.
That would be
We go south.
insane.
when we do
We're gonna
reach that, I'm gonna be like, oh well, great, my soldiers are dying.
You're gonna have like a fucking like a world on your own by that point. Like Jesus.
Still,
That
it's
point,
scary.
Alright.
Hopefully, been taken over by me. That's my current fucking goal. Fucking
But the world that we have right now, I already removed all the guys
The
from
small one. My stuff is gonna stay there for a bit just because I feel like they're not gonna want to immediately move again, but anyway.
it. We're moving them to an area that has no real structure or infrastructure right now.
I want to focus more on the rebuilding of the north and less on just moving people.
Kind of like saying, okay, guys, so get out of your homes. We're going camping.
and the reason why I took this
Forever.
all the
And then just nuke the homes. Oops.
Yeah, well, no. Instead, you're camping in some war-torn area, where there's refugees and the middle of a war zone.
Right. So
Basically, the remnants of a war zone. Fun. I'm just gonna cook s'mores with a burning barrel.
you left on the treaty.
Christ. We have a tire fire. You want to cook some s'mores over? No,
That's-
do it anyway though.
Well, so that's going to be your rations for the month. So
Oh, I should have gotten the word of Earth and said that I ate the old god and absorbed his powers. Anyway.
I mean, that wouldn't have worked because he literally left stuff to eat.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
I mean, it's stone, so it wouldn't be very tasty, but
Consume stone.
yeah. As for your question, Drake, by the way, as for compensation, it depends on how much you do.
well,
And then we discussed that
yeah.
if I help him with his quest, he'll help me with, a little bit of time.
That's because I just have the fear that if I do a quest again, it might have something that's die.
Good to have someone who can blow stuff up.
Yeah, I need someone who can wear the pants in during the quest. Like before it was Z.
The big armored tank pants.
Oh, I mean, if Rowley dies, then I'm like, okay, well, Rowley's dead. I'm alive.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think you've got a big fucking issue.
Yeah, if I
Dog.
die, whatever killed me is going after you next. But
I just teleport away. Okay, you showed me it wasn't worth my time. Goodbye.
It's assuming you can teleport away, and whatever fought Rowley can't just teleport after you. Remember how many words have teleporting abilities?
all of them. So,
Not all
Well,
of them,
all
but
right.
a very large number of them definitely have abilities to move through ground very quickly.
Well, it
So-
depends on the word. And for example, like Rowley has a power to teleport, but that's for fire.
Mhm.
And another one's gonna be for like shadows, where mine's like light. long as it's daytime, that's it. Well, oh god, no.
So what needs to be done? Well, I guess what should I be working on? Asking Mickey.
I mean, the construction process, as long as she's able to get your guys' support from your cults, then she can get started on that. However, dealing with the raiders is going to be a bit harder.
I can definitely. I
That
turn to see. Hey
that
Z, you
and
wanna
both.
Yep.
you wanna go on an adventure?
She does remind you guys, while you're just looking at each other with bloodthirsty grins, that she does want to keep the population in somewhat one piece. So
Okay.
feeding them to the wolf monsters is a bad idea.
I never said I was
Fine.
gonna feed them. I never said I was gonna take the
They're
wolf
just-
monsters. I
They're just
implied it.
right?
Yeah, she picked up on your implied.
That
All
bastard.
right. I mean, I could probably handle that, and if someone else wanted to come for backup,
I've got ways to kill people without killing them.
Z, I'd actually prefer for you to come. You have a much better way of words than I do.
How weird that I'm the one who does the negotiating.
I don't know how exactly you got into that mode, but you
I
did.
don't know. I think it's because I'm the one who just cuts through the shit because I don't care.
Yeah, you just say it how it is. All right. So, yes, we can provide support as far as the rebuilding effort. Well, I can. I look to Drake and I I'm gonna say, I don't think that the members of Drake's cult would be able to really support too much. They do live down south.
Oh, we have boats.
Would you be willing to have them up here helping rebuild, or
Oh,
you
God.
want to have them focused on other things?
Probably other things.
Okay,
Well,
I
depends.
figured that
I'll
was
see
the
what I can
case.
do. If
But-
this quest goes well and I actually need you and stuff like that, I'll be willing to provide my time and my people or workers.
But at the very least, as far as my cult, yeah, I can help provide at least just numbers of people who can assist with building stuff for Mickey. So,
All right.
and then yeah, I want to
She
go with
is
Z to take care of that.
with that, and so gets started.
All right. So I guess
Yeah, when you guys
first
walk out
step
of the
is-
things, you already noticed that everything is already in motion. Even though,
Oh.
you didn't actually agree to do anything before that. Because things have already seemed to have been going on for the past about hour.
I'm glad we saved her.
I mean, she saved us an hour, so
Yeah.
what are we
Saved you,
gonna do?
You saving the North.
Ask her for help and then say no? Like,
If her plan was bad, yes.
that's actually fair, but she's smarter than that. All right.
Her plan was bad.
Possibly. She might just look and sound smarter than that.
That's
You haven't
fair.
actually seen her do much.
We'll know in 6 months.
Well,
Either she's
That's
good.
true.
If everything goes well in 6 months, either she's good or she got very lucky.
All right.
So, where are you guys all headed?
South.
I want to go take care of these
Guessing the
raiders.
first answer is we walk out of Slokion and back into Xandrios, since south leads you to the gate, and that's kind of it.
We stop at the gate and we sit there for a month.
No.
Generating.
I want to go deal with these raiders.
Yeah, let's go. I want to go with Z to the mountains where we think the raiders are.
Okay. Who are you guys bringing with you?
I want to bring. I'll bring my soldiers.
Are you bringing the rest of your pantheon?
Yeah, that's up to the rest of our fucking pantheon.
Well, like I said, I'm going south.
I know. Yeah, I know. Drake wants to just fucking bail. Amelia,
Big surprise.
Where are you guys going?
To deal with the raiders.
we're gonna take care of
right here.
some.
Right there?
Yep.
I mean, that's sort of on my way, so why not?
All right. Hell yeah! We got
Where are you
Amelia's
going?
approval.
For interest's sake.
South.
Okay.
To the
fair.
military again, probably.
Go back to the
To hang
fucking
out with
army.
them.
Christ.
Amelia's private army.
No, Amelia is part of the army.
Amelia will
Not
be
her army.
promoted and become the leader. All right.
I don't see that happening, if I'm honest.
I get promoted and I immediately demote myself.
You get
Yes.
promoted and you're like, all right, you're gonna get your opinion. Nope. What? Nope. You have to bust yourself down to private. I bust myself down to private. All right, what are we doing today, champ?
All right.
Christ.
So the three of you go, and your guys aren't bringing anyone else with you.
I'll bring Mob Wolfman. I can't really afford to lose them, but at least it'll look threatening.
It's more for we're not planning on getting in a fight. These are
Oh,
mortals.
I am.
We can just insta kill them, but we don't want to do that.
I'm planning to get into a fight, but I don't know if it will actually happen. I always plan for the most funny scenario.
All right. I believe it just takes you a day to get there. Well, you get there by the end of the day.
That's fine. I got night vision.
So night is falling.
I now have
the mountain.
Now have a perfect sight in darkness. I can hear perfectly anyways within 100 yards, and I can track by scent. So let's find these motherfuckers.
Yeah. There you go. All right,
Well,
see.
Yep. Make it to the bottom of the mountain, and it's silent. There's no settlements like anywhere within 6 or 7 miles. So.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna be looking for tracks to follow.
Unfortunately, there is tons.
Yeah.
Yep.
What are the freshest?
The freshest lead off into a small pile of materials that have been, set aside, you'd assume, for building efforts. You do find a few that lead down, like a few trails lead down into the, kind of around the mountain, and then following those into caves from the looks of things.
Oh, like cockroaches living in the walls. All right.
Calm down. Christ, weirdo. Start going to the cave, I guess.
All right. Yep. You go down to the cave, and very quickly it starts branching.
I'm just gonna follow by scent at this point.
Yeah, the trail definitely leads down pretty much all the passages, though certainly like 2 or 3 are a lot fresher. In particular, there is a strong scent of humanoid musk and kind of bad living conditions down one of the passages that you can follow pretty closely.
Yeah, follow that one.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yep. And eventually, after wandering around in the caves following this trail, you make your way to a, fairly large cavern that has what seems like walls built, walls that are literally built into the ground rather than just hewn,
Oh, interesting.
along
Okay.
with a big stone gate. You don't see anyone on this side of it, but the smell definitely is very strong. Well, I mean, very strong for Z. You can just barely smell it now.
Keen senses.
Yeah, you can just barely
Keen
smell it.
senses.
It kind of smells vaguely like a mercenary barracks. Hasn't been cleaned in a while.
Okay. I mean, I could just go up and knock.
Yeah, all right. I'm
right.
gonna have the wolves wait back in the not sight of this thing to
I'm
watch
gonna
our
have
back.
my
And also, so we don't
soldiers.
look like like we're about to attack the fucking wall.
Yeah, I'll have my soldiers chill as well.
We're here for intimidation,
Back.
but we don't want to start this out with a fight. See if we can
If my
talk
soldiers
first.
get pelted with arrows because I'm a
They won't.
dumbass and I'm gonna knock on
They won't get pelted
aggressive
with
people's
arrows.
front
Let's put it
door.
that way.
I was about to say, what are arrows again?
Yeah.
Oh,
They're gonna
pelted
shoot
with
the arrows and they're
axes
just gonna
and
turn around
swords.
mid-flight and start killing people.
All right. I'll walk up to the. I'll just walk up and I'll knock.
All right. Yep.
Knock.
With
knock, knock.
the grinding of stone, a big, the door, the wooden door slides. Like
Mhm.
one of those just like it doesn't look like it's part of the like it doesn't it's not obvious, I should say. It looks like it's just another piece of the door, and it just slides out and back into the cavern, and you see a pair of brown eyes just look at you.
Hi.
What do you want?
Uh,
This crew doesn't need any more members. We got enough. Go find a different one.
a different. But I heard. Wait, what did he say?
This crew
This
doesn't
crew?
need any more members. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mm,
Either he
Are
can't
you-
see you very well,
No, big surprise.
yeah.
or maybe he's just assuming Deucemen are normal.
Okay. I just.
We want to talk to your leader. Let us in, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. I'm. I want to talk to the one in charge.
Why do you want to go and talk to old Stony? He doesn't need to talk to you.
Because we killed
Yeah,
a
but
demigod.
I need to talk to
Now
him.
open up the fucking door.
Oh, yep.
And just kind of looks at you a little more carefully. They're the ones that killed Stony Terror.
We aren't the ones who were killed by him.
All right, give me a moment. He goes and slides the. I can't remember what the heck that thing's called. The slide, I guess, back into place.
Yeah.
Slot? I don't know.
You know, I actually already forgot that we killed the Stony Terror, so thank you.
Yeah.
I
Turns
literally forgot that.
That's a bit of weight we can throw around.
Yeah, it is.
So, for Rowley, it's muffled as heck. To your much keener ears, you can hear them. It sounds like a good. Well, of course, you hear a dozen voices, though only about 3 are actually like talking about the current goings on the other side of the door.
Yeah.
The rest are just chatting about other things, things they captured, how the mining's going, how freaking all of these goddamn freaking bugs taste, etc., etc. Other inane little things that soldiers talk about when they're bored.
Yeah.
How freaking Bobby keeps freaking winning at dice.
Fuck Bobby, the fucking cheater, dude.
Honestly, fuck Bobby.
Fucking ban that
I can
guy.
go more with that.
Always brings on goddamn dice. Son of a bitch.
And then, of course, both of you hear the sound of a person kind of, well, shuffling isn't really the right word, but these guys don't really run very well. So,
Waddling.
yeah, rapidly waddling away, and the slide opens up again. All right, I guess you can at least come in here. Only you guys, though. No one else.
Mm.
You
All right.
you 3.
All right.
Oh yes, Sieg is here. Nope, Amelia's here. What the fuck?
Okay.
I forgot Amelia was
Seek
here.
Amelia, whatever.
No.
The dog's currently managing one of the villages or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
So the
was like-
slide closes back up, and with a very, very loud and effort sounding grunt of pain, pretty much, you hear the doors very slowly open enough for you to slip through.
All right.
Go on in. Into the lion's den.
Yep. You
We're
walk
the
through,
lions
and
then.
it's
Let's
a
be
very,
real.
very small little encampment.
Mm.
And after the 3 of you walk through, they push the door back into place.
We want to preserve the populace. You can't just go killing.
Yep. So the dozen or so soldiers standing around just kind of look at you guys. And after that, about 8 of them just kind of go back to what they were doing before.
Cool.
Of course, the other 4 standing by the door are actually like watching you guys.
Where's the boss?
All right. Yeah, where's the boss?
He's coming.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why we sent old Garen to go get him.
Oh, that was the waddling then.
You can hang out with us.
That was good.
And just all they all stand there. Continue just kind of complaining about the food and how the fire isn't warm enough and how freaking why do they have to still be underground,
That's
etc.
so shitty. Why don't you just
I can solve
fuck
both
off.
of those problems.
No, they have a tiny, tiny little fire. It's enough to see like this
Don't
little area of the
make
cavern.
it
but
very large unless you want to fucking kill us all through lack of oxygen.
well,
I
all but
resist. I'm
probably-
wise enough to not do that now.
I mean, I just teleport away. I'm not gonna let myself die because of that dumb
I can't
shit.
die.
Mhm. So
Yeah, I'll wait.
Yep. After about 20 minutes or so, you hear the sound of clinking and metal boots against the stone, and a person much better dressed and groomed walks down the passageway, led by the guy who is waddling away, you'd assume. Who, by the way, is a little larger than the rest of his fellows.
Hmm.
He also looks a little more scholarly than the rest of these guys. These guys are very obviously soldiers of some sort. His beard is all done up. Got a bald head. His eyes are a rather striking blue, though. Kind of the color of sapphires, so kind of a very dark, but kind of shiny in the light. And yeah, he's also wearing plate mail, which seems to be very rare around here.
Interesting.
Oh, interesting.
Yep, along with his big, axe and whatnot.
I hope it'll be my turn into a fucking frog. I can
Aye.
actually straight up do that. I keep forgetting about that shit.
You're the one in charge?
Of this particular crew, yes.
Is there someone in charge of all of the crews?
Don't think so. Maybe before, but not in the last month.
We'll have to do that.
All right.
I think the last time I heard from the king himself, he was doing pretty well, but haven't really heard from him in, well, about a month.
Yeah, he's dead.
Probably.
Mountain got flattened. That'll happen.
Oh, all of them got
Hate to
flattened.
see it. Yeah, not all of them.
This one's doing pretty good.
That's the implication, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, so as you're aware, we got rid of the Stony Terror and trying to fix things up. And yeah, stealing things from villages isn't exactly helping.
Well, we gotta survive somehow. Otherwise, how the heck are we gonna reinstate Zeodor's back to its former strength? Or those pointy-eared green boys take it over?
He's gonna do it. I'm going to hook a thumb at Raleigh.
That pointy-eared green boy is gonna set back up Zeodor.
His ears aren't that pointy.
I'm not a deuceman.
And he isn't a Deuceman, that's correct.
Yes, you do have a little more meat on your bones. Well, how exactly are you planning on doing that?
So
The other
he's-
soldiers, all the other soldiers just kind of stop what they're doing and are actively paying attention to the conversation now.
All right. Outline the 6-month plan or whatever the fuck that I slept through.
Yeah. Outline a plan or give the brief summary of the big plan.
Mm-hmm.
And backing it is, of course, us three, and there will be an additional who will be assisting, who were the ones who took down the Stony Terror. I don't think our abilities need to be summarized.
Murder.
Oh, I was talking more about the gracing the lands with fertility and, you know,
I mean,
that
us
kind of
taking
stuff.
down the Stony Tail doesn't prove any of that. It proves that we're good at murder.
That's true.
That and gracing the lands with fertility is actively not what you've done in the north.
That's actually what one of us has not done.
I mean, they haven't witnessed Amelia doing it, so
I was gonna ask Amelia to do it. I think I did ask Amelia to do it, but Amelia was like, "No, I want to res
Amelia
these
did
dead
do it
people."
at one point.
in certain areas down south, yes, but not up north.
They saw the wheat up north, I believe, at one point.
Maybe very early
Either
on,
way.
but that's definitely burned out at this point.
Oh, it sure is.
Either way, we can do that. So, yeah, I present that to him. Just the straight facts.
So yeah, it's either that or I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I was told not to kill you, but if I think it'll be easier, then well,
He just kind of pulls on his beard. I mean, you can try, but there's quite a few of us left. We're pretty good at digging deep.
That's the reason we wanted to talk, because getting into these senseless, just constant fights is not going to actually... It's not improving anything.
Who knows? Maybe we'll dig into the core at some point and the world will just break. But
don't do that.
Hopefully we won't.
It won't happen. That's why we're trying to restore things.
And who exactly are you instating as the leader of this 6-month plan you have set up?
Him. I will point at Raleigh again.
He just grimaces. Not all that excited about having a god in place of a leader.
I won't be... Well, let's see. Did Mickey have any plan? Did Mickey mention anything about a plan for who would be in charge, or like if a council or whatever? That
Mickey mentioned Mickey.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you can put the pieces together, even if she never explicitly said it.
It's
Listen,
Mickey.
all right, we can just lie now and fucking whatever.
Let's see. I mean, yeah. Let me think. Well, I'll be...
Just say you or Landis.
Yeah, I will be having a direct hand.
I hate to tell you, but both of those choices are not as good as you might think.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Raleigh, for the reason he's already explicitly outlined.
Yeah.
Landis has his own
Oh, yeah,
issues.
he was the fucking rebel, and these guys are Kingsmen.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So
Landis has explicitly stated he doesn't want to do it because he expects that this is going to be the reception he gets.
Yeah. I will let them know that I have... let's see.
Well,
I have an advisor.
If you don't have anyone,
I have
believe
an advisor.
the princess is still around.
The what?
The princess. He just kind of looks at you funny. You don't know. Did she die? And you actually see a look of shock kind of pass through the entire group.
I haven't seen her.
Have we heard any?
I don't know.
Thing about the princess?
Nope.
I don't think you guys even know she existed. So.
No.
I thought we heard it mentioned in passing at one point, which I instantly just was like, whatever, dude.
Oh yeah, you probably know. Yeah, you heard that she existed, but I don't think. I think that was kind of it.
I believe at least mine was more or less. My thought process was more or less, it's fucking humans. Who cares?
I'll let them know that.
And now here I am,
an advisor who has experience in politics. I will be assisting with the rebuilding effort, but yeah. Right now, we're trying to fix the immediate problems of people's stuff getting stolen and making sure, and trying to establish actually the ability for people to survive. So, but yeah.
I mean, you definitely hear a few whispered comments that they're doing that pretty well already, but
Yeah, I don't see a problem with people's stuff being stolen.
I have this problem with people stuff being sold. Also, these guys 5 seconds ago, man, I fucking hate having to eat bugs. That is so good.
So, yep. Well, I mean, it sounds like it. Well, to these guys at least, they're pretty sure that at least some of the royal bloodline is still alive.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do they have any
Zadlion
hint-
is most likely dead, but the heir is at least sounds alive, and she's not really a warrior. So,
Have you heard where she is?
Yeah.
Because we
If-
fucking haven't.
last I heard, she was with one of the crews led by the consul.
The console.
Do you have plans to reinstate her?
I will look to Raleigh.
Man, I wish Mickey were here, huh? Mickey mentioned it's basically, yeah, Mickey's going to be the one who's making decisions, right?
That's what you'd assume. She, again, never
Okay.
explicitly stated it, however.
Yeah,
It was implied.
Yeah.
it was implied. Okay.
I mean, you know how she started her journey with you guys, so
Yeah.
it's not that much of a leap of logic to assume what she's going to do.
I hate politics.
They should have gotten into politics.
I know. It's my own
You
fault.
never had to save this world. You could have just threw in with the freaking mad god and
Remember I was like, man, I don't want to fucking deal with humans. And you're like, man, you're an idiot. There were reasons
I'm
why.
tired of
You know who doesn't give a
people.
fuck about politics? All of the dogs. All of the dogs don't give a fuck. Every one of them.
I mean, they have their own version, but
Yeah, some of them have
Their
fucking
version is much
diamond
more
shards.
simple.
That's their version of politics. These guys are cooler.
yep, theirs is very, very simple.
Hmm. So these people seem to want
Yeah,
better
I'll
living
just- I'll
styles
just-
with the
yeah,
old
I'll
system.
make it simple for you. If you reinstate the heir, these guys will join you without a second thought. If you don't, it is going to be a harder sell.
Yeah. I don't. Here's the.
I hate to tell you, you guys don't know anything about her. She might be
Yeah.
just a freaking idiot, but these
I
guys.
want to
seem-
meet her.
We have nothing else. We could say we're going to reinstate her and then meet her, and then if she's an absolute brainlet, you know, we can have
Just
I'll take
murder
To
her.
be fair, you guys have also freaking backed a person that was a brain.
Yeah, we did. Which is why I want to meet this person first. Well, I'd like. Then I'll say instead of.
to try and help you find her. That's
Let's
their
wait,
Yeah,
more. in-
no,
we
I would.
backed her? I don't remember backing anyone.
You didn't.
Again,
yeah.
you by extension of you being in the pantheon backed them, even if
Barely in this
you didn't do it in particular.
I will. Yeah, I will say that I would. You know, we're working on rebuilding things. I'd love to meet her. Yeah, if they know, if they have a chance of knowing where she is, that would be extremely helpful.
Yeah, the leader points toward the rather chubby scholar-looking one. Yeah, this useless one went and came from their camp, I think. He just gives him a hurt look. Well, you did, and you are kind of useless, so. It's like, I can read. What do you mean I'm useless? The group just kind of looks at
Do
each
you
other
do
and then
anything
just
except for
laughs.
read?
Well, I can write and record and do all of the bookkeeping.
Yeah, they don't find this useful.
That is pretty cool, though.
When they run out of food in the next few days after they eat it all, because no one is actually keeping track of it, then they'll probably come crawling back.
I
But-
doubt they will come crawling back to you if they're out of food, unless, of course, it's to eat you.
He just kind of shakes
I am
himself a
saying this
little
with
bit, and
no
his
hint
belly
of
just
humor.
kind of shakes around a little bit. I think you'll find that I'm quite effective at finding it all on my own.
Well, I'd love to meet this princess.
I can try and set up a meeting with the Princess Rinathan, or I suppose Queen Rinathan at this point.
You're still a queen if your government's gone.
Well, it's not gone.
You're right. It was just destroyed by a demigod.
The city might have been, but not the rest of us.
Yeah, that's apparent. All right.
So he just kind of gestures for the gate and starts walking back towards it. The guard's
Alright.
standing there by it, or watching you guys just kind of continue doing that, and just kind of let him attempt to open the gate on his own, which required 4 people to open in the first place.
I'll open the gate.
It is big and heavy, but definitely with your strength, you're able to push it open. It does take you a bit, but
It's fine.
so you're able to get it open. So they tell you if that is the case to come back and let them know. But for now, they will wait at least a few days to continue their raiding efforts.
Okay, appreciative. So let's go meet this princess.
Well, let's go try.
We're gonna meet her one way or another. It's just a matter of how much they like it.
All right. So he leaves you. Well, he waits until tomorrow morning. So because it's nighttime, he doesn't want to travel during the nighttime.
I'm gonna send my wolves back.
All right. So they go to the village here.
Yeah, they go to the village. That's where we're taking them from.
If we're stopping for the night, are we stopping for the night?
I mean, he's not going to travel onward, so.
All right, we'll camp out.
Yep. He basically brings you outside, notices it's nighttime, and then refuses to go onward. So
That's fair. All right. While we're here, I am going to try and ask him a little bit about what about his record keeping. Butter him up some, try to seem interested, and then ask questions about things about the princess. How was she, and how are things ran, and I don't know, just try to get like a basic what am I fucking walking into here.
I mean, he's able to give you tons of information about the record keeping. It starts to put you to sleep. He's able to talk about it for so long.
Oh,
like, when
boy.
you're talking with with
joke's on you, I
siren?
don't need to sleep. Okay, well, I glaze over for that part. Hey, I have more wisdom now. I can pretend like I'm listening.
It's still dreadfully boring, regardless of
That's
how high your
charisma,
wisdom
pretending
is.
like you're listening. Wisdom is not falling asleep. Charisma is pretending you're listening.
I have charisma.
Yeah. Well,
I just
he's
never
not.
seem to use it.
Yeah, he doesn't pick up on it very well, regardless. So he goes on and on for a while. Eventually, he does, of his own accord, start talking about the princess, and you figure out at least a few a few things about her. The first, of course, is that she is, at least by these guys' standards, very beautiful. Well, that's the main thing. He drops a few other things. She does not have a heck of a lot of experience leading, due to, of course, her father still being alive. However, she is, however, pretty strong-willed. Though it's hard to know how exactly that translates. If it's more strong-willed because she's a brat who just wants to get her way, or if she's strong-willed and useful.
All right. Well, we'll figure that out in person.
As for the consul, you figure out his name is actually Consul Banrith. Consul basically just translates to general, as far as you can figure out. Was the one who actually kind of led the efforts to actually bother surviving. The king was basically just going to dig in his heels and hope for the best, which of course would have ended with them basically falling. The consul, of course, did not want to just all die, so he was able to lead them a lot more effectively and get all of these little bands set up.
And did the honorary thing of stealing from villages. Yep. Sure sounds like a good guy. All right.
I mean, his country is kind of annihilated, and as far as
That's
he
fair.
knows, the only people who are still living here are those that kind of fell in with either the Deucemen down south or the Stony Terror. So traitors
actually-
regardless.
Okay.
You don't really care as much when you're starting to steal things from traders when the goal is to survive and rebuild. At least that's his opinion on the matter. Whether or not that's actually the consul's opinion on the matter is hard to say.
All right. Well, let them get some sleep. I'll keep watch. And I guess Amelia, do you want to come see the princess, or do you want to go back down south?
Where's the princess?
Off to the west. So
yeah,
not in the direction you're going.
I'll go with you guys for now.
Okay.
All right. So at the beginning of day 2, I believe, yeah, Drake makes it to his new city. And you guys start traveling to the place, which just so happens to be only a short walk away. Well, short walk, half a day. In the old capital, apparently. Or rather, under the old capital.
I thought the old... Oh, is this where the old capital was?
Yep.
Oh. For some reason, I thought it was more to the west.
I mean, can you not see the... Yeah, you guys are on the right
Old
map.
cap... Oh, yeah, okay. That's right. Okay, let's continue.
Not the old capital as in the capital that was currently being used until it
Yeah,
was leveled.
that's why I got confused.
No.
Okay.
So, yep, he leads you down back into the caverns again. And very similarly, you kind of start to smell lots and lots of people. This group seems to be significantly bigger, and there's definitely more tracks that are actually fresh from like the last night. And after wandering through the caverns for a bit, he actually seems to have a good head on his soldiers for at least these directions, as you don't get lost. You come to a like very, very large cavern. Stretches up the the darkness for everyone but you, of course. Z stretches up past their vision, but you can see all the way to the roof easy enough. It's only about like 120 or so. And across in the middle of this large cavern is what looks like an actual settlement that has brick walls.
Oh.
As if someone just kind of set up buildings down underground like they would be above ground.
Huh. All right.
The wall is like, it's about 15 feet tall and at least appears to be fairly thick. So, yep, he just starts walking across the cavern towards it.
All right, follow.
Yep, follow. Yeah.
Are you guys leaving your people back or bringing them with you?
I wouldn't have brought my people for this.
You what?
I said I wouldn't have brought my people for this.
Yeah.
The chances of us going into murder at this point is relatively low.
Same. And yeah.
All right. So, yep, you guys stride up to the gate, and there actually are guards standing outside. It's only a pair of them, but I mean, they're actually guards.
Dang.
They go and they look. They look at the scholar and then look at you guys.
I wave.
Hey, how you doing?
You vouching for him, Garen? The scholarly Zorite just kind of nods and then just sighs. I want to meet the general or some such. Or the consul, blah.
Mhm.
They just kind of look at each other, shrug. If you're vouching for him, they walk over and bang on the gate, and it slides open in a very
All right.
similar way to the other one. Though
Head on in.
this gate being much larger requires apparently 8.
Oh
So,
God.
yeah, they don't have a mechanism to open it. They have to do it the old-fashioned way.
8 of them, or 1 of you.
Well, Raleigh would have to roll for this particular gate.
Yeah, this is a rolling scenario.
The other one was just a little bit of extra time. This one is very, very big.
1 Garantor. What gate?
Oh my God. All right. Go
Garethor,
in.
you could probably just walk over the wall.
Yeah,
climb
super
a little.
good. I don't even have to be in Garantor mode to climb over this fucking wall. Kidding me?
So, yep, you walk in, and it's not really a little town, but I mean, it's a fairly large encampment.
Hmm.
I mean, the wall was about 200, maybe 250 across from the cavern. It didn't even cover the entire cavern. But inside, it seems to stretch for much, much farther. So there are little tents or lean-tos or other kind of just temporary structures, and plenty of Zorites,
Mm-hmm.
including women and children, apparently. There's a few of them just kind of poke their heads out of the temporary buildings.
Note to self, no slaughter.
Yep. So, Garen and your new entourage of soldiers, as the 8 that pulled the gate open and then closed it, do follow you.
Yeah, that's fine.
And they lead you to apparently the only structure that's already built.
Oh.
Seems to have been just carved from a large chunk of stone, all one building. And there's more guards.
Wow.
Wow. They really got a bunch of guards here, huh?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
So
we're
it
looking
would
for
seem.
Banrith? Consul Banrith?
Yep.
All right.
So, yep, Garen just kind of steps forward, introduces you guys as the killers of the Sony Terror, and then just kind of steps back for you to make your own case.
Yep. We'd like to meet with Consul Banrith in regards to the rebuilding of Zeodor.
Guard just kind of sniffs. And who comes in that to do that? Names, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Raleigh.
The
Amelia.
Yes.
All right, so we have Rowley, the letter, and a weird soldier person.
You remembered one of our names. Congratulations. Your IQ must be what, 10?
Oh my God.
12?
What's IQ? Like more your friends?
Can you eat it? Is it good?
It's something you don't have.
Can I fight it? I want to kill it.
Yep.
Don't worry, every time you speak, you're killing it slowly.
I forgot. I have to grab a fork. Be right back.
A fork?
He probably just grabbed food.
Mm.
So,
Huh. Imagine
regardless, apparently that's good enough for him. So he just kind of steps aside and lets you guys go inside.
All right. Head on in.
Yep.
What's this place look like? Is there a dude in here?
I mean, the building is actually like fairly large in comparison to what you'd
Okay.
assume. It's like 2 floors and whatnot, so it's not just a single room. But it has kind of a welcoming room that you guys step into. Kind of vaguely reminds you of the Wizard's Tower from what the heck city?
Which Wizard's Tower? We've been in a lot of those.
I'm
Is it
trying
the
to
one?
remember.
Is it the one where we
The
went
one
in?
from Drake City. I'm trying to remember what the heck the name. Ehrenberg.
Oh, okay. I don't
Yeah,
remember that one.
Wizard's Tower. Yeah. I mean, it has like a main room, a door into the back, and then like a ladder leading upward.
Oh, I remember this one.
Yeah. So
I
in
love
this
the
little
ladder.
room, there's like a table, a couple of chairs. And there's like a small bookshelf made out of some sort of stone. There's only a handful of books on there though right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty quiet in here though. Unfortunately, no one to actually like greet you or anything.
Okay, so it's just us 3 walk in and that's it? No guards or anything follow us?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna. I'll go up to the other door and knock. I mean,
All
I don't
right.
know what to do.
All right. You hear a feminine voice from the other side that's pretty quiet for you since the store is, well, it's made out of wood, but it sounds like it's fairly far away. Z picks up at least the voice a little better, but it's, well, a lot better than you regardless. It's basically, in short, go away. I'm not interested in guests right now.
All right. I turn around and I.
And diplomacy has failed.
Do we know what Consul Banrith looks like?
Nope. None of them described him for you.
I look at the ladder and contemplate.
I mean, when I say ladder, it's really more like someone just carved holes into the side. But it is way up.
All right. I'll wait for a few minutes. Sit in a chair.
All right. So, how long is a few minutes?
Like 2 before I just call out Consul Banrith's name.
All right. Well, 2 minutes pass. No one comes to check on you or anything.
Cool, I call out the name.
Are is Z and Amelia doing anything?
Whittling.
Just whittling on them.
That's my
Starting-
go-to pastime.
Starting to drink.
Depending on how long it takes, you'll get really into it.
All right. Well, at least you get a couple good swigs in before you guys all hear the sound of booted feet crossing the floor above you, and then the same you'd assume booted feet start climbing down the ladder. And after a very short time, he makes it down the ladder, and you see you'd assume old Zorite. He's got graying hair.
An old bitch.
He does have the same kind of not silvery eyes, the same sapphire eyes that the other soldier or other leader that you met earlier had. But he turns around after getting off the ladder and looks at you. So, what do I owe the pleasure?
This might not be very
Well,
pleasurable.
we
Don't be
are.
too hasty.
What?
Huh?
What did you say?
I said this might not be too pleasurable. Don't be too hasty.
Oh my god.
Well,
we have a
how
tendency
could
to
it
not
be
be
not
pleasant people.
pleasurable when I get to meet the 3 heroes that were able to bring down the Stony Terror's reign? He
That's
just
fair. So you do know
strides
of us.
over and sits down in one of the chairs.
Well,
if you guys have one, there's only 3, so.
I mean,
If not, he just kind of stands by at the end of the table.
I'm standing.
All right. Well, no, he just sits down in one of the chairs.
Do
All
a
right.
aerobic
Well-
exercise.
He pulls out a small flask and just kind of sets it in his lap. He isn't really dressed much like a soldier, at least not in your opinion, Rowley. Like, he has armor and whatnot, but he seems very much more like an armchair general, one who
Gotcha.
hasn't seen
That makes
combat in a long while.
Okay. Well, we came here. I'm interested in kind of building things back up in the north, and I heard that the princess was potentially still alive.
Yeah, you see a look crosses, or his expression just kind of subtly change a little bit when you mention the princess. It's hard to read exactly what it is, but he was kind of smiling before, and that smile definitely dimmed into something else.
And
Well,
we were hoping.
The princess is certainly here. Only
Would she
by
make a
my
good
own
leader?
ability to think ahead was I able to even save that much. Our everlasting royal family. So, you come to try and rebuild our great nation?
Or
Yes.
something like that.
Something like that. Being assisted with someone who is advising on that matter, and already have somewhat of a plan for the short term, and yeah, the first of the steps was to figure out what was going on with the people of the villages being raided, and investigation has led us here.
He nods. It is an unfortunate requirement for our forces to continue functioning as they do, in at least a limited capacity I can scrounge from the remaining people here. But if you're planning on reinstating either myself or the princess there, we might not have to do that anymore. Might be able to have the taxes start rolling in.
Well, that's why I'm here to have a discussion.
Fucking
Before
thieves.
No, he takes takes a small sip from his flask.
Yeah.
After he
Before
finishes that.
any such discussions or decisions I feel can be made, I wanted to at least meet the people who are descendants of the ones who ruled this nation. Next in line and the such.
Indeed. Well, I have the princess.
I have the princess.
He does.
Yeah. Okay. My problem is I'm very bad at negotiating.
How good of a leader is she?
That's fair.
Does she know how to lead? Was she trained? Has she had any experience?
Well, I mean, of course she was trained. She's a princess, for God's sake.
I
For
don't know how
master's
royalty
sake,
works.
actually,
I want
just
to be
real
real with you.
As for the experience, I mean, her father was alive until, well, Castle Leon just kind of got smashed up, so.
Was she not given any projects to oversee herself as a form of training?
He just kind of winces a little bit. I mean, yes and no.
Were there any successful projects?
Well, yeah, there were successful ones. It's just they weren't all that important. Got a few of the balls set up, a couple of buildings all signed and leased and whatnot, but Nothing
Oh.
real leadership requires.
She knows paperwork.
Setting up ball. God, I was really hoping she'd have any amount of experience, but
That doesn't.
Christ.
Well, she has the theory, I would think, but I was a little bit busy to be paying close attention to my sovereign's daughter. You ever understand?
Just from fucking words. Just for interest's sake, does he appear to be like trying to conceal anything or anything like that?
I mean, it doesn't really seem like it, but as I said, his expressions are kind of hard to read.
That's fair.
Yeah. In part, that's due to the fact that his face is kind of messed up. Like, he has a scar that runs down from, like, the side of his mouth down through his beard, down into his, like, along his throat.
Oh, you have facial scarring too? Hell yeah.
Hence why he kind of talks a little bit garbled, but...
Well,
so
like
his
I said,
face is just a little hard to read because his expressions don't quite fully come out.
I would at some point at least like to meet her, but as far as question for you goes,
Well, I can have you meet her today if you're willing to put up with a little bit of guff.
And I quote, I don't want to meet anyone today.
Yes, we did knock. I did knock on the door. All right. Well, let me ask this.
Well, unfortunately, rulers don't really get a day off. Not really in the rule book anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So,
things
you
have
can say it all
fundamentally
she likes,
changed.
but if you want to meet her, you can meet her. As I said, you're just going to have to deal with her being pissy about it.
I mean, it's either we meet her or we go and murder a lot of people. So
we're not murdering anyone.
I mean, if we can't meet her, then we aren't going to be able to get her to fucking work with us. If we can't get her to work with us, we need to go
murdering
kill
anyone. No, that is strictly forbidden.
And no, it isn't. We have murdered so many people over the course of this journey.
Oh my god. All right. Well, I am gonna say to him that things have fundamentally changed. A lot is different. Would you be willing to work with us on this?
Well, that kind of depends on a few things, don't it?
I suppose it does.
What's exactly your plan, for one?
All right.
Kind of sits back and gets a little bit comfortable.
Relay the plan. 6-month plan.
Yep. He listens until the end. He doesn't actually, like, insert any questions. Well, now, that sounds like something that I can work with. However, it does seem to be lacking a leadership position there. I'm guessing that's why you want the princess. Am I correct? Or did you have someone else in mind?
I wanted to speak with the princess. The advisor that I have who came up with that plan and has been hard at work executing everything is someone who I would very much like to keep on board with everything, but I was informed that the princess was still alive and figured it would be problematic to just immediately dismiss such a thing.
And which advisor did you get? Zorathan, Gora? He just kind of lists off about a dozen names, none of which, of course, are Mickey.
Yeah, I'll. Do I think Mickey would be mad if I dropped her name?
I mean, there's chance that she's not known. So
no, that's fair. I just wonder if she'd be upset.
Yeah, as remember, she was just part of one of the more minor towns.
No, I know. I don't think her name would be known. I'm not name dropping her to be like, oh, it's this person. It's more of a does she want me? Do I think that she just wants me dropping her name?
I'm gonna say you have no idea whether or not she'd be okay with that. You do not have a good enough read on her to know whether or not she'd be happy or annoyed.
That is fair. That is,
again, she's hard to read.
She's very hard to
I've
read.
been to a lot of those recently.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you're running into the people who are leading countries. They tend to be pretty good at the whole politics thing.
This is why I like my fucking wolfmen. They can't lie for shit. I don't even think they know what the concept of lying is.
No, they know. They're just not very good at it.
I will tell him.
They're like, Bob, you didn't eat the meat, right? Bob with the freaking bloody meat still hanging out of his mouth. No, boss.
I would never eat the meat. You know me.
I'll tell him
8 times.
it's
You know me.
that her name is that he probably hasn't heard of her. Her name is Mickey, and she has experience in politics and has come up with this entire plan and already started putting things in motion. So competent, and obviously we're backing it. The ones who defeated the Stony Terror.
Yeah, as a note, remember her name is actually Mickey Emmett.
Okay.
And she's Mickey.
Well, I'm telling you so that I'm guessing you tell him that rather than just Mickey.
Yes.
Well, what's her last name? You know, it's something. It's there.
It's there. Yeah, I have that written down. Okay. Mickey Emmett.
I don't even have Mickey written down.
Yeah, he just kind of goes and pulls on the. His scar runs along the left side of his face, so he's pulling on the right side of his beard a little bit. Well, can't say I have heard of that person. Where did they hail from? Or I guess used to hail from.
You want to drop the bombshell? You want me to?
I was gonna say that they were driven. Okay. Here's how I want to word it. I want to word it as they were driven out from Deuce, and don't find that place suitable. Is that something that? God damn. Here, let me look at my magic to see if I can magic my way out of this problem.
In the
I don't
meantime,
think you're gonna have anything for that. I'm gonna be honest, champ.
Drake, what are you doing to start planning for this journey?
What does the journey entail again?
Where are you going?
Oh wait, I know what to do. Or somewhat. I'm wondering if we basically just use a miracle and kind of use that one invention word that I have. You know, it tells me like, oh hey, this advanced technology.
The one you can use once per realm?
A good point. Well, that's what I said. Also, make a miracle to tell me like it can give me a direction on where to go instead of giving me that knowledge.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, just give me a
you
direction.
are all of a sudden reminded of the sapphire sphere, the scrying orb.
Okay.
In particular, a golem staring at a gateway comes to your mind for some reason.
Oh god damn it!
I mean, you want a direction. It can't go that far. It's not going to tell you particularly, what particular realm you got to go to, but it can definitely gesture.
I was wondering if I could just stay in this realm for longer. That way,
you're not going to figure out how to build suns here, surprisingly.
Well, that way, when we go to the next realm, it's like, oh yes, let's run around. Oh no, I can't go back here. I'm alone. But
I mean, you don't even know where that gate is, so.
Okay, well, can I just use that one golem to just walk out and try getting a see if I can get a lay for the land. Use it and combine it with my magical eyes.
Yep. Between those two, it's pretty easy to figure out that the golem is looking somewhere around here.
I thought so. And kind of try to like pinpoint the golem, just with the eyes out to the horizon, in combination with this giant tower that I'm on.
How many miles is that?
It says out to the horizon. Apparently, a 6-foot tall man could see on a flat surface out to like 3 miles, I think. So, I don't know. I want to make this tower pretty tall.
We'll say you can
Like-
see 30 miles like that, so just for the sake of my sanity. So you can't quite see where the golem is from your tower. But you can see the general area that it's probably near. So like out to here-ish.
Okay, then after that, I'm just going to, I don't know, spend the rest of my time getting ready to. Oh.
Now pull Minecraft and just make a fucking 6 mile long, 1 block wide pole.
Yeah, just a giant, a giant metal pole. But after that, I'm gonna go inform the people around Deuce of what's going on. Like, I'm gonna talk to the council, being like, okay, well, the other people in my pantheon are planning to rebuild or just the north. I'm gonna attempt saying that. And I also want to inform the noble about what happened with that girl, Mickey. Like, yeah, she's gone, but she's now doing stuff with the North. Also, if you want to do anything with her, be careful. She's working with the Pantheon.
Okay. Yeah, so that's probably going to eat up the rest of your day before you're ready to go. The teleporting and discussions.
And after that, just make sure my cult, does their fucking job. Spread the word.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, when I teleport, is there any I don't know, any more traction? Does it seem like? Because I know I left some guys in the main area. I think I probably told some people to go to the other one too.
Yep, you're getting a small trickle, a few people, but it's going to take a bit to grow.
Remember, use the fact that I basically played a big part in the death of the Stony Terror. Play that up. Also, just fun to look at the fucking tower.
Okay.
Yep. So you figured out what you want to say?
Yeah. I want to say that she originally came from down south in Deuce, but was driven out and not really found to be liked there.
Roll initiative.
No, but I'm gonna have you roll. Yeah, I'm gonna have you roll charisma for that. See how charismatic you can pull that off.
Hey, scraping by.
I mean, yeah, it's not it's not the most
can I-
charismatic, but you're able to phrase it at least well enough that he doesn't immediately call bullshit on you.
But I mean, yeah, that's kind of true. She was. Oh no, I'm not trying to lie. I'm trying to phrase the truth in a way that benefits me.
Yes, otherwise known as lying.
No, no,
This isn't lying.
no.
He's not telling you mistruths.
All right.
He's just being
It's
very
not lying,
specific.
it's just deceitful.
Yeah. It's
It is.
deceitful, it's not lying. He's not telling you any non-truths. He's just very careful about
Yeah,
what truths
that's
he
why
is.
everyone likes lawyers, guys, right? Lawyers are great
Yes.
people.
Yes. All right. Yeah.
Lawyers
okay.
are great
I
people,
get the
but they
point.
are often not
Let's
liars.
continue.
it's still bending the truth to a grand
Mhm.
degree. So he doesn't immediately call you on it regardless. And just kind of nods. Well, that person sounds like they have at least the North in mind, so that's a good start, I suppose. And they are completely fine with just being an advisor.
I haven't spoken to them about that particular bit. I'm still performing a bit of the early stages of reconnaissance, seeing, meeting people, meeting with you is part of that, and the princess, hopefully. But I do want the best for the North, and I don't want ridiculous battles to be breaking out in fights that'll just cause more chaos and things like that. There's no reason for that. I do genuinely want the North to succeed, and not for my own benefit. Yeah. I I want to say I did come here to talk instead of just throwing around a sword, acting like a fucking crazy person, or demanding people worship me like the mad stony terror.
Or Drake.
Or Drake. No, Drake's not bad.
What?
Drake was
Did you
asking
forget when
people
he
to
killed
worship
like
him.
6 people because they wanted to leave?
That is okay. Well, we had to talk about that. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's
Or
fine.
that time he cursed a fucking
Those
We're
village.
6 people,
fine.
they're
He murdered-
fine.
We're
he cursed
fine
a
now.
village to die because he
fine
decided
now.
to murder a national fucking hero
We're
because he
fine
wanted
now.
to build a fucking shrine in the middle of a fucking
Everything
town.
has been forgiven. We talked about it already. We're fine.
Everything has been forgiven, but not forgotten.
Oh my god. All right. Okay. So yeah.
Well, he tells you it certainly is interesting. Though he's not totally sold on the idea quite yet.
Yeah. All right. I'd like to at least meet the princess, but not have I don't need to have a proper political discussion with her. I'm gonna need to talk with Mickey.
I mean, he can, you can pretty easily set up at least a meeting, right now.
Yeah, I want to at least meet her, even if it's just as one of the people who defeated the Stony Terror.
Yeah. It does seem like he's grateful for it, but he's not as odd as most of the other people you've kind of told that.
Told what?
That you're the slayers of the Stony Terror.
He's not like, oh wow, so good. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's kind of
me.
surprising, I think. Since
Like
this guy is,
peek in his
as far as you can
closet.
tell, just mortal. So, he's not even the same as the mayor of Victhen, who was actually, a scary individual all on his own. So, but he gets up, walks over to the door, and just swings it open. Walks through, kind of gives you guys a give me 1 minute gesture, closes the door. And then you hear lots and lots of arguing that is not in the least bit quiet.
Cool. What are they saying?
I'm very confident about this lady.
Yeah. It basically comes down to she's not interested in talking to freaking random idiots today. She has many things to do. And he's, of course, arguing that it's kind of part of her freaking duty, being the new queen and whatnot. And after about a good 2 or 3 minutes of angry huffing and whatnot, she is convinced to come out along with, of course, him. So he just kind of stands by her door with a smug look on his face. And I mean, I guess for a Zorite, she's fairly attractive. I mean, it's the same attractive as like a dwarf,
It's fine.
effectively.
You can say it. She's no dragonborn. I get it.
She really isn't.
Nope.
Christ. I wasn't even gonna make the joke. I forgot I made jokes like that. Thanks for reminding me, Raleigh.
Come on.
Now I'll never forget.
I mean, if any of you were dwarves, most likely she'd be attractive. But yeah, no. As far as non-dwarves go, she's.
Where's what's his name?
What?
Oh, I forgot his name. How could I? I'm a monster. Our dwarf friend.
We had dwarf friends?
We had an undead dwarf friend.
I know he traveled with us. I didn't know he was a friend.
Oh my god. All right. Anyway.
Was he then?
Yeah, a traveling companion like the
him a
rest of my party.
All right.
I only pulled you out of how many jams?
Supposed to have like, I don't know, 3, 4.
He helped us teleport.
Yeah, he did help us with that.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
Yeah, Logazor is the person you're thinking.
Logazor. I knew it started with an L. God, I love Logazor.
Like
I miss him already.
Ever found out his last name? He's always just Logazor.
It's none of my business.
Yeah,
my name is a single fucking letter. Do you think I care about last names?
So
I love him. I miss him. All right.
But regardless, she's pretty and looks entirely pissed.
Well, this will be promising.
Oh God. All right.
Well, you have me out here now. What exactly do you want? She just crosses her arms.
Seem okay? Based off of the approximately 5 seconds I've seen of her, does she seem like the spoiled brat type? Or is she more of a
very, very strong sense of that's probably what she is? And you haven't met very many spoiled princesses, but you definitely met spoiled brats.
I'm just going to turn to Raleigh, grin, and say, "You're fucked."
I don't even know what to.
If you don't start speaking to her, by the way, after about 5 seconds, her foot starts tapping against the ground.
No, I'm going to sound. No, this is player me thinking. Raleigh would say something quickly. It would be.
Raleigh would have fought
really?
for that 3 minutes.
No, not really. But
we're trying to ascertain your competence, and you aren't making me very confident.
Yeah,
that is what I am saying after looking at him and saying, "You're fucked."
Do you say that? Oh, okay.
Oh, I say that directly to her face.
All right.
Yep. I mean, she just kind of looks Rowley up and down.
All right.
But doesn't say anything otherwise. Just kind of waiting for you to basically answer yourselves.
I'm just going to tell her that I was interested in meeting the princess, as I had thought that, there was no more royalty, but we're working on efforts to rebuild things and hope for her what is it, cooperation, and I'll leave it at that.
Yep. So she just kind of looks at the three of you and then brings her gaze back to you, Rowley. Well, you found me. I am Renathan Zadlion, the last princess of the Zadlion line from how it seems. So, what exactly is your plan?
All right, so 6 months, right?
All right, 6-month plan. No, well, it's a bit of a lengthy discussion, and it seems you do have, how do I want to word this the best?
Raleigh wording something well? Could it be?
Let's see. God. Yeah, I'm just going to tell her that it involved there's a lot of it was a fairly long descriptor, and I'm sure that.
Why don't you just
I
tell
don't
her
wanna
the
say it.
6-month plan, and if she
I'll just
interrupts
start
you
talking.
like an asshole,
Yeah, I'll do that.
Then fuck her.
I'll just say, all right, from the beginning, and I'll start talking the 6-month plan.
All right, you make it about a minute in before she basically cuts you off.
Cool.
Yeah, and then demands that you basically shorten it into like several bullet points and do it over 30 seconds.
Am I able to do that?
Build infrastructure, gather
is it
people.
possible to
Can I
shorten the
use the
plan
help
into bullet
action?
points? Yes. Are you able to do it? What's your intelligence?
I'm gonna say 10. I'm gonna say
then no. You're not able to rapidly break it down into small bullet points for a 30-second quick thing.
Gather people, create government, create infrastructure.
Glossing over the plan and
Wait, rally, use time.
Can I make 30 seconds longer?
Condense your words. Use time to speak really fast.
Can I use time to speak really fast? No. I'm going to basically say that it's a long, complicated plan that involves the future of the nation and cannot be condensed so simply.
So I assume I need to speak with your advisors about it then, and you're just the face for it. He just kind of
the
looks
face
around
of the
the
one
room.
backing it.
He just nods.
Face, though.
Advisors currently hard at work. So, yeah.
Well, when you're able to get that down to a more approachable length, then come back and tell it to me, and I will attempt to fit it in. He just kind of looks over at the
I appreciate
Banrith.
your time.
All right, have I talked with them enough? Banrith just kind of looks at you guys.
I nod, very quickly.
He nods then. So she huffs and walks back through the door.
All right.
Yeah. And you hear something about, why do I have to deal with these freaking idiots or some such, as she closed the door behind her. Still definitely loud enough for for those not with superheroes.
Oh, she wanted us to hear that. No, I know. I know how children are.
Yeah. I mean, as a note, she isn't a child. She is
she's
actually
a child.
like, I just mean age.
She's a
wise.
child.
She's definitely probably 20, maybe 30.
She's a child.
Yeah.
I don't care what her age is. She's like 12.
A child is a mindset.
All right. Cool.
Yep.
I will.
Banrith walks back over and sits himself back in the same chair he started in.
All right. Well, thank you for that.
Well, I did tell you. He takes another sip from his flask.
You did not prepare me for that level. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh, right. I told you if you wanted to talk to her today, she'd be pissy. In fact, I'm kind of surprised that she didn't explode sooner.
All right. Well, I do have some discussions of my own that I need to get to. I do appreciate the time.
He just kind of pauses for a moment, the flask half to his lips for another swig. Just so you know, well, she might come off like a spoiled brat. She is pretty sharp. I wouldn't write her off immediately if I were you. And he just kind of finishes his gulp.
I really want to say, oh, like she wrote us off. I'm not gonna.
Take it under advisement.
Yep. All right. All right.
Let's just say her bloodline doesn't just help with her looks. If you know what her father looked like. He might have been a delusional moron, but he was sharp enough to build up this country, so...
Hopefully that doesn't run the fucking family. There's already enough delusional morons in this fucking world.
In this room.
Yeah. I started... That was a fucking Freudian slip. Eyes dart towards Raleigh and then quickly change what I'm saying.
Oh my god. All right.
I mean, am I
fine.
wrong?
No.
Yeah.
All right. I guess. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, that's everything. I don't have anything else here.
All right. Yep. And you can head out.
Oh. Yep. I'll do that.
So, guys are greeted with the guards back outside, and they lead you back to the front gate, open it up for you, and let you back out into the caves.
Yep. I will thank the what's his fuck?
Yep.
The guy who led you here,
Yeah.
Aaron. Yep.
I will thank him and head
Yep.
out.
He was happy to help.
Okay,
More happy
alright.
because it allowed him to get away from the group that he was currently assisting. But
Oh, he did. He's sticking here, I'm guessing.
that's what it seems like. He's not following you,
mean-
so. Yep. So you come back to the surface, and still got about half a day left.
Cool. I want to go right away
I guess that's
immediately
a
back
third of a day. So
to Slokian. I have a lot of things to talk about with
I'm gonna
Mickey.
watch because I think that this conversation will be funny. I'm gonna go with.
Sure.
All right, Amelia, if you want to bail at this point, you're more than welcome. I appreciate you sticking around. All right, let's go.
Deja vu out of there.
Deja vu. Wait,
right.
before you go, I have a very important thing. Amelia,
What's up?
you're going to come across a very cool looking skeleton. Do you want to roll a save against that?
A save?
Yeah.
I mean, is
A
this
spirit
an
save.
attack?
This is this is a prophecy.
No. I'll
right,
go
cool.
with it.
There goes one of my effort. All right, cool. All right, we're good. Good. Yeah, have fun, Mitchell. Now you got to give Amelia a cool skeleton.
If not completely improbable.
Fuck. I mean, it's possible. All right. Anyway,
I
let's
don't
go.
know. I'll start looking
mean,
at
it
rocks
doesn't-
until I see like a.
To be fair, it doesn't actually state a time frame. So
I said
you will find a cool skeleton,
Yeah.
Amelia. I didn't hear
I
a time
believe the
frame.
exact quote was, "You
No!
will come across a cool-looking skeleton."
All right. Well,
There was no
Ame-
time period
Amelia?
given.
at some point, you'll find a cool looking skeleton.
I mean that's basically what you said. So.
All right.
Yep, that
that's fair.
prophecy will definitely happen.
Yeah,
is
that'll
totally
happen when we come across that fucking lich.
No.
All
Hey,
right.
that
Hey,
skeleton's pretty cool looking.
Yep. I mean, Amelia, are you just kind of traveling because it is going to take you a few days to get back down south?
Yeah, I'm just booping on over there,
Yep.
Sorry.
walking.
Yep.
God
Are you
damn. All right.
dragging your standard around with you, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Sure
because the
that's
ghost
still-
is just kind of connected to it. So
He's
his
got a
idea was.
ghost.
Which, by the way, no one else can usually hear it, but of course you can because you're connected to it. And every
Constant.
time you're near people, it immediately starts asking to freaking murder them all. Just as a note, you're able to ignore it though without issue. It's more
Okay.
annoying than anything else. I mean, it can't really like try and control you or anything. You're not a lesser foe, so I have to kind of mute it in like the back of your head eventually. So, yep. At the end of the day, you guys make it back to the gate to Slokian.
I'm gonna go immediately towards Mickey's house.
Yep. I mean,
Yeah,
it is nighttime at that
oh.
point, so.
Fuck. All right. I'll check on my village. Wait till tomorrow.
Mhm.
Rain tomorrow.
So while you've been gone, there actually have been visitors from elsewhere.
Oh,
Fuck.
Elsewhere as in-
not from Slokion. From the other gate in particular.
mm-hmm.
So, yep, one of the guards basically is like standing by the gate waiting for you. So he leads you back toward the village and into one of the larger buildings that has a few guards standing around it.
All right.
Yep. They tell you that they are these weird four-armed monstrosity things.
For a
They
monstrosity.
seem pleasant enough, he supposes.
All right.
I mean, they didn't immediately murder everyone, but they are definitely armed.
4 of them.
Go in.
Yep. You do see a like a small camp kind of is set up past your village, closer to the gate. But it's like about a dozen tents or so. But all the people you see all look like normal people. Well, normal people. They're not like Zorites. They remind you more of southern humans from blah. Freaking hell! How is it I can't remember? It's been too long already, Orivon. Because they have a little bit darker skin tone. But otherwise, they look like normal people. They don't have 4 arms or anything.
We'll go up to them.
I mean, are you going to check the house that the visitors are from, or are you going to go check the village first? Okay.
The house. Yeah.
Have I also been informed of this?
I mean, if you came with Rowley, then yeah, you
yeah,
definitely have heard it.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
The
Check this shit out.
Wolfmen have just kind of ignored them
Yeah.
for the moment because they aren't hostile. So,
Garenthor didn't attack, so like, it's
Yeah.
not an immediate danger.
I mean, keep in mind, Garenthor doesn't usually attack visitors, so
They aren't fucking with the shit. That he doesn't care.
Yeah, they're not fucking with the cores and everything yet, so.
yeah, if they go
He's
near the
just here to
core,
protect the realm.
Garenthor will freaking nom them, but
Mm-hmm.
otherwise he'll probably ignore them. So, yep. So you open the door and immediately are having to stare up at your visitors as they're all taller than you.
Oh,
Because you're what, 6'1", I believe, right?
something like that.
Yeah. These guys all stand. The shortest is 7, you'd guess.
Oof.
The tallest is definitely in the 8s somewhere. And indeed, they all have 4 arms. There are 4 of them.
Are they reading as misbegotten? That's a question.
No, they are reading as something else.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Greetings.
The just to describe them better, they are all bald. In fact, they actually seem to be very, very limited hair-wise. Let me just grab a quick description. They're all kind of dark-skinned, but not black or Hispanic colored, I suppose. I'm trying to think of what you'd call it, but I can't think of another word to describe it beyond that. Yeah, skin sun touched, I guess.
Tanned.
Yeah, tanned. They also have black eyes. Like they're not their eyes are just black orbs. It's more like their irises are black and then surrounded by white. There's 3 of the like big tall ones, and then one of the ones that's like the shorter, the 7-foot one. The one that's shorter seems to, by the way, have some sort of like bows of some sort, like 2 long bows that are just kind of strapped on its back. The tall ones have the taller ones have a more like blades or axes or something along those lines. So the largest of their group, which isn't largest by very much, it's like the difference between a person who's like 6 versus like 6'1". So just kind of looks over at you. Hello, we come to talk.
All right.
They all just kind of sit on the ground, all cross-legged.
Okay.
Neat that they're still like nearly as tall as you.
I'll keep standing.
We come with a message and a goal.
All right. Well, let's hear it.
Do you know where the realm of Xeandrios is?
We might. What's your goal?
To set up an outpost there.
Why?
Because one of our masters wishes to set up a home there. Or, sorry, not one of our masters. He actually does very specifically state one of the masters wants to set up a home there.
I don't like this.
This is
Sure,
human. This is not my fault. No, not my fucking problem.
it's at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, so what you're going to do is you're going to go right back from where you came, walk about 10 feet, and take a right. Isn't that off the edge of the night road? Yeah. You'll be falling for like 20 years. You'll hit it eventually.
I don't know
By
what
the
to
way,
say.
this thing's expression isn't really like angry or anything. It's just kind of flat.
Well, soon it's going to be dead.
I don't know what to say. Yeah, I'm drawing a complete blank. I have no idea how to handle this.
I mean, the
I don't
Masters is
want to
what
deal with this
the
bullshit.
old religion was, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but like we literally just saved it and we're settling down there and they're like, "Oh, hey, I want back." Fucking piece of shit. Because if we have to fight them, we're gonna have to fight all of them, and we're just gonna die instantly.
To be fair, he said, all right, I'm going to ask, is he wanting to spread his worship there, or is he just going there to fucking retire?
Why don't you just
I
ask?
don't
Retire.
know. I was merely told to set up an outpost with some of our... Wow. What do they call them again?
I
Time
don't
worn.
want to deal with this anymore.
Yeah. Some of our workers.
Hmm.
Yeah, they want fucking person wants to take over again.
Well, there's no skin off my back. Most people don't have misbegotten followers.
It's not the followers I'm worried about. It's they'll be like, "Oh, hey, you're all dead now," and then we'll just game over.
I somehow
wanna
doubt
deal
that's
with
going to
this.
happen, if I'm honest.
I mean, if you
just don't wanna-
make yourself a big enough threat for all the masters to attack you at once, yes.
But here's the thing: we have to make ourselves a big enough threat for all the masters to attack us at once.
Yeah. That should
if-
be a major hint for that's probably not going to happen unless you freaking decide to basically nuke one of them.
The DM going, yeah, if you do like this specifically, I guess they could try and kill all of you.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. It's
Okay, so let's see. How many masters are there? 6, right? 5?
I mean, here's the thing: either we tell them where it is.
You guys actually know how many there are. I don't think I ever
I don't think we ever asked.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's like 6, right?
I don't think I've ever stated. If I have, it's not the correct number.
Here is what I'm thinking, which is we should just tell them, because as it is now, they're gonna find out eventually. So do we want them on our good side because we told them where it is, or do we want the extra like 2 weeks before they learn that we're fucking huge liars, and then not trust us? All right, good talk. Thanks for all the other opinions.
Yeah, as far as-
I'm
I'm not
really
here.
trying to think. I'm absolutely blanking. I don't know.
I mean,
just
you
don't
could
wanna
just
deal
tell
with
this thing that you don't know. They don't
No,
seem
but
very intelligent. And you do have the rest of his group, which seems to be more normal humans. So.
I have no idea.
I mean, I've given my thoughts, but I'm not going to tell them where they are. That's up to you.
Excuse me.
Just how many masters can we kill?
0?
Yeah.
Between 1
0.
and 0.
It probably made gods.
I'm sorry, what?
Hmm.
I'm just saying that I feel like they might be made gods.
All right. So, have your masters been to fucking the place before? Are they coming back to this place?
I do not know. It was a place of mining, from what I know, however.
Place of mining. There's a lot of mountain strain.
They
You're
might
gonna be
mean that they've
disappointed
come
now.
to
Yeah.
No, what here's my assumption is they mean, "Oh, the world's dying. We left it to die, so let's grab the crystals."
I mean,
So-
but this place doesn't really seem like it's that close to death. It doesn't seem to have any
Yeah,
huge problems like that.
But these are gods.
The only thing that seems to no, but you're saying that they left after grabbing the crystals. That's what it seems
No,
like
they
you're
left because
If they
they're
left with
fucking
after taking the crystals,
dipshits.
you'd know.
Yeah.
No, they
And-
left because they're dipshits, and now they're coming back to grab the crystals because they're like, "Oh, it's dead anyway."
Wouldn't they have grabbed them when they left the first time?
No, because they're dipshits.
What?
You're making a lot of assumptions here, I think.
Yeah.
Because, for instance, if we leave Slokion because we have to go and do something and we get tied up there for a while, and then Slokion's attacked and I don't rush back, it takes me like 3 months, then the other people who go there can be like, yeah, but they weren't here to defend them, they're dipshits. Granted,
they'd
Have
be
a source
right.
of information here.
Yeah.
He's not a very good one, but he is a source of information. Well, really, it.
Mhm.
It's not really he.
Ask him anything about the master. What he knows about it.
Yeah. Sure. What do you know about the Masters? I will actually also ask the other people around if they know if the Masters have been here before.
I mean,
Have
are you
been
going
here.
to leave and go talk to the normal people, or considering the rest of his little party there isn't really talkative? Apparently, they're all letting the lead one talk.
I was specifically going to like try and wave one over or something.
I mean, you guys are in a little building,
Yeah.
like away from the rest of the group.
Then I will just specifically, yeah, whatever. What?
I mean, you can step out and go talk to the rest of their group.
I was gonna ask them about the Masters. What are they like?
I do not know much about the others, but I know Master Velion. He is our creator. We are his sleeves.
Sleeves?
It
Mhm.
nods.
You mean slaves?
No.
I want to talk to the people.
All right.
I'll be back. I'm gonna get up and leave.
Okay. Nice weather we're having.
He just kind
You
of
can
looks
come
at the
with.
roof.
You can come with. I know you want to talk to them too,
See
but
the weather.
okay.
Yep. So you walk over to their little encampment, and yeah, there's a bunch of normal humans there. You do also see a bunch of, well, a bunch. It seems like this encampment only has about 20 or so normal humans, and the rest of the normal people that you saw, considering it was kind of dark and you're looking from a distance, are actually more of those things, but like a smaller variant. Like they're only about 4 feet tall, but they do have 4 arms and seem to be built actually in a very similar way to 4-armed dwarves.
Interesting.
And they're kind of just carrying things around.
I'm gonna wave down
normal humans
person.
look like normal humans.
Hi.
Yeah, any of the dwarven looking things you try and wave down, just ignore you.
No, not those. I don't want to talk to those.
Yep. But the normal humans just kind of, they, are a little nervous, but they definitely kind of creep out. And one of the braver ones opens dialogue.
Press X to pay respects. F to pay respects. All right. X to doubt. That's what it is. Hi. So, what are you all doing here?
They just kind of look at each other. We are the Merrills.
Isn't that a Pokemon? Sorry.
What?
What is that?
The slaves of the masters, I suppose.
The slaves of the masters. Oh. What? Huh. Yeah, okay, but why are you here?
We are here to assist in building efforts.
Building efforts for what?
For moving Master Velion to the realm of Xeandrios, I believe. The sleeves are not particularly good at building things. When he says sleeves, by the way, he gestures at one of the four-armed short things wandering around.
Fucking what? This is so irritating.
Swear to God, these things are made gods.
Well, there's gonna be a problem. We might as well just fucking rip the crystals out of the core of this fucking place and yeet the fuck out of here anyway. At this point, I don't want to deal with another fucking god.
Seems a bit hasty, but
Well, they're just gonna fucking kick us out and say, "All right, bye, assholes. Thanks for your fucking work, pieces of shit."
You're making so many assumptions.
All other gods are assholes.
That is not at all true, including us.
I've met 2.
How many gods have you met?
3, and they've all been assholes.
Have we met 3? What 3 have we met?
The crazy fucker who made the parasite god,
Yeah,
the
he's
parasite god, and the Stony Terror. They've all been
Stony
assholes.
Terror was a parasite god.
Okay.
You have met one demi-divine being, the Stony Terror, Zelandrios. I don't think you've met any other demi-divine beings.
The thing we fought to become godbound, I believe that was an eldritch monster, not a divine monster.
You know, that thing was not. I mean, if you're talking about Mork,
to get here.
Yes, Mork is a freaking asshole.
Also, we've kind of met fucking Zir, and he was not entirely an asshole. He just kind of sent someone who's an idiot.
Acceptable casualties.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't a casualty, so.
I still say.
I mean, you don't send the best person to if you think they might die.
I mean, yeah, that. Listen, he's had to do his job so many times this way he can lose the limbs at this point and be like, I'm fine.
Yep.
I'm doing good.
So. I'm reminding you, you've already made assumptions once before. It ended poorly.
You've done nothing but make assumptions about them being the worst fucking people ever.
But there was the city that you guys went to. I think it was down in like a farmland, and you guys all decided, hey, let's back the one person that we know anything about. And then you went and you actually found out about the other person, found out that person's actually good at their job. But at that point, you'd already dug yourself so deep in an assumption hole that you were kind of screwed.
I still say fucker.
Does that sound familiar?
For all we know, this could be the good master and the fucking got chased out by the bad guy masters.
I'm telling you, you guys don't know jack about the masters other than they were viewed as gods on Zeodorus. Nothing else.
I think we should tell them, if for the reason as being not to make another enemy, because we're gonna have enough enemies as is.
Well, I asked when they think he's gonna show up.
I would assume once we're able to find one of the facilities and get it going.
Facilities?
They just kind of nod.
What do you mean facility?
Well, the things that allowed them to set up the Andrios. At least that's
so they
what we've heard.
fuck with the machines. Okay, that's cool. All right, whatever. Yeah, I'll thank them and head off to the forearm people and tell them where it is.
You just walk back in. That's that gate.
Yeah, it's fucking whatever.
They nod.
If they're
Thank
gonna
you
fuck
for
with the
your
world
help.
and kill everything or whatever, it's nothing we can do about it anyway.
Yeah, maybe let's go to the Night Road instead. I changed my mind. Fuck this place. Let's find a new realm.
Far, far away.
I mean, you only know one realm, or one path out of this realm, I suppose.
We technically know two. The one back and then the
You
one
haven't found it yet.
that's gonna be so hard.
You'd be surprised. But
I mean, I'm pretty sure I have a decent idea of where it is in the tunnel system. Unless it's literally that something that shifts every time that I look at it.
no, it doesn't shift. Well, yep. After you tell them what gate they need to go through, they walk back to their little group and basically go to sleep. Well, all the humans do. The guards don't. The four-armed, huge creatures. They all just kind of patrol around their little camp. So,
You ask any questions about the master? Like, what does it look like? Can you describe him? Like, what power does he have?
No, if
I'm
you were
not
at the party, you
shit.
could have asked those questions.
I don't know. It's something that you would ask, but never mind.
so unless you guys are doing something, then the night comes and goes.
Sounds like the night comes and goes.
Yep. So during the morning, they are still there, at least in part.
Which part?
A couple of the smaller ones of those four-armed creatures, and about 5 of the normal humans have not broken camp, but the rest of them are gone. You'd assume through the gate. And when you ask around, that is indeed what happened.
So the other ones are just gonna chill here?
Yeah, why the fuck are you hanging around?
I mean, do you want to ask them that?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's why I asked. I literally asked why y'all still chilling here.
Yep. The same one that was talking with you last night tells you that apparently they are a rooter, effectively.
A what?
They're
I
going to tell
believe-
the next group that came through.
They're going to be directing people.
Oh. Oh boy. God, what a Can we just have a world and not deal with other people?
Yes, that's called breaking all of the night roads.
That's what I plan on doing with this one. We're gonna make this into
Could
a
do
paradise
that.
and fuck up
Yep.
all the ways in and out.
if you guys have sorcery, you can break the night roads really easily.
That thing we don't get,
Wow.
Smile.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can just try and break the gate by brute force, but
No,
I
do
would like to
that.
shoot the gate
something
gun.
breaking magic items.
Use
That'll
a
be
shard or
fine.
something like that. I'm sure you can figure some magical bullshit way out of this.
I'll keep shoving shards into the gate until something works.
No, use the minion, use a shard, brute force.
All right. I'm gonna talk to Mickey.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. She's up and directing by the time you get up.
All right.
Well, go
I'm
find
gonna
her.
give her. I'm gonna ask around and find her.
I mean, it's
I'm gonna
pretty easy. She's literally in the middle of the realm directing like
Okay.
100 people.
So I'm gonna give her the entire rundown of everything that happened yesterday, word for word, as best as I can remember.
All right. Yep. She listens, she laughs, she winces, etc., and they're all the right parts.
Mm-hmm.
Lot of wincing. Lot of wincing.
Yes. Well, what exactly are you asking me to do? Stand down and let what sounds like a spoiled brat take a throne that she doesn't deserve? Again?
No. Well, duh. This is why I hate politics. It's all bullshit.
Well, of
Um,
course. But
What
if you hated politics, you should have just burned everything to the ground.
Well, I don't hate people. I don't want people to suffer.
what if you transform her to make her look like the princess?
I don't think
Kill
any
the
of us can do
princess.
that.
Yeah.
Also, I think the fucking drastic
Why-
personality shift is gonna cause a few
Why don't-
problems.
Why don't we kill the princess and then raise her back as an undead?
That will cause no issues whatsoever.
Yep.
All right, all
None.
right, idea. I turned the princess into a frog, and she can only be turned back.
With True
You
Love's
know,
Kiss.
to make she stop being such a little
Is
bitch.
this like is this a sort of is this the kind of thing where like if a man marries her, that person becomes the king and is innately more powerful? Like is this a male
Monarch,
lineage
yeah, whatever.
whatever it's called? I don't know.
It doesn't seem like it from what you remember with your discussion.
It's just whoever's in charge is in charge.
Yep.
Okay. Well, no, but I'd
If someone marries
rather
her,
avoid.
do they get to share the crown? I asked this question knowing that we
Again,
probably
no.
don't know anything about their political system, so I don't know
Political.
why I'm asking.
Well, I mean, you guys did specifically ask him, the Benrith, about it, so I'm just going to tell you that no. Again, it's the primary ruler. If you're just there as the married-in king or queen, then you're just there.
Okay.
So, okay, I'm gonna tell Mickey.
Unless they die, in which case then you do gain power.
Well, I don't want things to go back to how they were because I've heard not great things about that, and I'd rather like to continue to
Mickey just
support.
kind of gives you a. I'm trying to think. It's not a half-hearted smile, but kind of a
Like a
condescending smile.
Mhm,
That is
mhm, that's-
indeed what the world was before.
But at the same time, I also don't want to get into a constant battle with these people who are very adamant on continuing with how things were. And
She just kind of looks
I'm-
at you for a moment. I wonder, you most likely come from a place that things aren't quite so hard. You do realize that this has literally been the way it's been since we existed, right? Thousands of years of this is the way things are. I would almost wager, if I knew enough about it, that it would literally ingrained into our very being. It is not exactly something you just flick off.
Mhm.
There are some of us She just kind of makes a motion towards herself, that have been able to get over it. However, some of our mutual friends, she just kind of gestures at probably one of the wolfmen with a stone walking by, kind of get a little attached to the way things are. It's not going to be easy, it's going to be rocky. She just kind of looks at you for a moment, daring you to make a pun out of it before continuing.
I don't.
Solitaire wants we can kill rocks.
I'm based.
But it's
I'm
going to
just
be
gonna tell her.
hard.
I'm gonna tell her what she knows. I don't know what I'm doing with this, and I honestly just want to help better everything. So
Well,
I don't know what to do.
well, it is my opinion, and I would definitely benefit from it. So you can take that as it will. I would say that I should be the leader, regardless of their misgivings in having a Deuce woman take over for their prissy princess. I believe I can do the best for them in their trying times if you can convince them that this is at least a path forward.
I need to give them something. Is there? Fucking hell! I don't have anything.
Well, we do now have greater troubles. She just kind of nods towards the small encampment. Perhaps you can follow them back to their source and figure out what's going on. And I can deal with these. Just kind of pauses. Buffoons, I suppose.
Is she saying that she'll handle the fucking
That certainly seems like what she's saying.
the princess and stuff?
I mean, that's definitely what she's implying, that she'll deal with the
Okay.
problem.
Okay, I like that. I don't have to do anything with it.
She does hold up a finger before you kind of, as you definitely look relieved. Keep in mind, it is going to be a little messier than just walking in and saying, I'm the ruler now. So you're going to have to deal with my way of fixing everything. As long as you're fine with that being the case. But it's not going to go smoothly.
Hey, Mitchell.
Mm-hmm. This is, by the way, me giving you an out.
Yes.
The NPCs can figure it out, but they don't
It's
have
not gonna
godlike
be
powers
as-
to sort things. So
It's not going to be as it's I'm sorry. I don't know. It's just like this kind of political BS both confuses Raleigh and me, and I don't like it.
I mean,
I
good. It's not supposed to be a good thing.
yeah.
That's
Okay.
why she's able to talk circles around you, because she is good at that BS.
Mhm.
She also just
Okay.
seems to actually care about other people and trying to get things back to freaking some sort of status quo.
Yeah. That's why we didn't let that assassin fucking murder her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to make a prophetic insight.
All right.
That'd be fucking amazing.
Hold on. All right. Sorry, my microphone died. My headphones died rather.
I mean, do you want to actually do look forward instead?
Wait, I didn't hear it. What?
I mean, you said you
Yes,
wanted to
look
do
forward is
prophetic
good.
insight.
Yeah, sorry. Look forward. Ask a question
I mean,
about
you,
a
you could do
situation's
prophetic
future outcome.
insight, but it's
No,
not
no,
going to
I
be
want to
nearly
see.
as clean as you want it to be.
No, it's not. Okay, yeah.
Actually, it
okay.
wouldn't work straight up, because events that
Mhm.
immediately involve more than 100 people, and this is definitely over 100 people.
Immediately.
There's always like
Eh, immediately. That's not immediately 100 people. But either way, I would argue against it. But I get what. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do look forward. So
yeah, it's a nation.
So okay.
Well,
Yeah.
what is your question?
My question is,
will this fuck us over?
That's a good
Yes.
question.
You do realize I could take that a lot of different ways. It might not be as useful for you.
I basically want to ask, will we be able to, we as in like, I guess Mickey with myself backing, reestablish the political integrity of the North without causing a war?
An insurgency isn't a war.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, and a sentence. That's just a yes or no question. So, like, I guess a better question would be like, how much damage is going to be done? You know, for doing that. I also want to know if we'll succeed. I don't know if that's two questions. It's up to you, I guess. I could spend two effort to ask both the questions. Will it work? And how much fucking damage?
Sure, I'll allow you to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
To what level will this work? So what's up?
Well, I'm gonna give it to you. You're the one asking the question.
Right. That's true.
It's going to take the head of Drake to win it over.
I mean,
Oh no! What a
to pay.
nightmare!
Do it.
Sacrifices must be made.
Sacrifice.
You won't be the first putting me on the altar.
Time to pay for your past crimes.
Exciting.
Okay, so Rowley, if it takes me dying, you'll tell me, right?
You'll learn. Somehow.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be, you're in the tower. It's like, hey, Drake.
Hey Drake, I want you to look at this window that's really high up. What? Why? You know. Reasons.
In the meantime, Drake, are you going to go try and figure out exactly where the golem is?
Oh yeah. If everything else is set up, don't see why I should stick around. Unless someone's saucing me like, Master.
I mean, you don't know about the master yet.
I'm not Master. I'm saying like referring to me as that.
No one's referring to you as the master.
Not whatever. Drake, God, Lord, cool lizard guy.
I think I was calling you cool.
Unfortunately, you don't find any followers that are thinking cool lizard guy.
What are they thinking?
I mean, are you concentrating for something in particular? Because you still have 1,000 or so people. That is a lot of different thoughts.
Just general overall idea right now, I guess.
Currently, they are tired but happy. Seems to be the general consensus.
Woo! Everything else seems to be all right with them. They like the new tower, right?
You get lots of amazed and surprised for how the tower is.
Will be better soon. Also, I'm gonna inform. Remember, I killed the Stony Terror.
They are well aware.
Yeah, we know. You've said nothing else for the past fucking 2 weeks.
Please love me.
It seems so impressive, but then you say it 100 times, and you just start. It starts becoming the daily.
Yep.
I've
Norks, I did
become-
send it to Discord, by the way. if you're
Yep, I
looking.
saw. I read it. My
I'm
only
just-
response, I guess.
Well, I mean, that's
Whenever-
what your vision shows you. So
Yep, I have
By
something else
Drake.
to talk to Mickey about, but I don't want to interrupt the current thing. That's why I was being quiet.
so. Nor are
Unless
you
there's
going to find where that golem is?
Unless anything pops up.
I don't think there's anything that immediately needs your attention.
Okay.
So is that a yes?
Yeah, that's yes. I said yes. Yes, unless something pops up.
All right. So, yep, you're able to find the golem very easily. It does require a little bit of teleporting to get there today, but you find it just kind of standing out on the lip of one of the mountains there.
I mark it on the map.
It is
Also, while looking at the golem going through the cave systems, did I notice anything?
with the golem.
Yeah.
Mm,
I remember earlier on, I'm like, yeah, I want to make a basically draw a map of the cave system, or not the cave. Well, basically, to the exit. That way, if I need to, I can just go down there. I don't have to be like, oh yay, spend the next month living in a cave.
yeah, it can draw a map to the gate well enough.
Okay.
Well, it can basically show you where what the path is, and then you can just draw the map yourself.
Yeah.
Because the golem does not have fingers. So, yep, it's where that black square is in the Sony Terror's territory. It's the entrance to that cave system.
After that, I'm just gonna try going into the cave real quick, going to the night road, and just sticking my head through.
Okay. So, you go through the caves, and you find a small issue that the golem just forgot to mention.
Of course.
There's a big metal gate in the way. After about cross through the first 2 or 3.
In front of the.
Like just in the cave, blocking access beyond a certain point.
Does my invention work? Does that give me anything to be like? You can tell why something was made or no? Like, does it seem basically like kind of just looking at me like, oh, this is a mortal make. Mortals made this to keep out the giant spider.
Does your word have that? Let's find out.
Well, I'm gonna check, I guess. More if what you think about it.
I mean, you can use Foundation of Understanding.
Okay, I guess I'll use that. And that's why was this
Question mark, kind of, but not really.
what?
No, the crafted mark would also be at least partially relevant, but regardless. Well, I mean, what is your question about it? What's the point of the gate, or
Why is this gate built what's its purpose?
This
What
gate's
function?
purpose is specifically to keep things in.
I'll use my horizon eyes.
Yeah, because the gate's just a normal gate. So
Okay, I want to see if I can see anything inside the cave.
you see beyond the gate, and oh, where did it go? There it is. And you see a lush garden on the other side, growing in these strange metal, like basins. That had, being lit up from above by small orbs.
Do I see any light or any life?
I mean,
Or
other
any-
than the plants, no, not in this room.
Unless the planets are like actively moving, and
I mean, not really. And there's a spray of water. They shift a little bit, but that's kind of it.
so nothing else.
I mean, there's more
Oh,
than this just one room, but yeah, this is the last room that you can see through. The walls on the other side block your vision.
you?
Yep.
What blocks my vision again? Either way, probably doesn't
These
matter. It's
particular
probably
ones, yeah.
yeah. I was gonna
These
say
particular walls are
doesn't
most
matter.
likely magically or divinely reinforced. You'd assume divinely.
Okay, give me a second. Okay, then yeah, non-magic. Then after that, I guess move my character over here, and I'll go to where I think Rally is.
Okay. Amelia, what are you just? You've made it. I think no, because it's only been day one, so you're still traveling. So you're probably in the Stony Terrace territory somewhere. Probably in like the midway, almost done. So, Raleigh, what are you going to ask your advisor?
I'm basically just gonna tell her what she already knows is they're not gonna be happy about it, and if there's if if there are things that we as gods can assist with to make the transition more smooth and avoid a fucking like some kind of fucking revolution in the future, that would be helpful. But yeah, or she can do that so long as it's not like just blatant threatening. Oh, the gods will smite you.
They're always rebels,
know.
Raleigh. You need to learn that.
But I'll trust her to do her.
Yep. If she's being honest at the moment, you guys have done all you can without actively just slaughtering people. So
Yeah.
you clearly are not as effective at convincing people to do what you want.
Oh yeah, I know that. I'm fucking useless.
She figures you probably should put your efforts towards more useful things.
Like going
Cool.
and checking out these fucking people who are now going to be going into this fucking Xandros.
Yeah,
Alright.
like that. Or at least their homeland.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah. Wait, how far can you teleport, Drake?
Not on site.
40 feet.
Yeah,
11. 11 feet, that's all.
I said 40.
I know, but Theo has 11.
I said that and then opened up my eyes and saw 11. I was like, oh yeah, that's okay. You
Oh,
can
it's
travel in units.
within 1 mile. Will you appear at the nearest?
Okay, so yeah, it is. You don't travel very quickly with that.
Well,
Okay,
the thing about it is, wherever there's light, within 1 mile,
I
or
know, but
sunlight,
it's still a mile worth of travel
and
per
that's
hour.
why I've been using boats.
So, yep, you're able to travel back to Slokion though easy enough by the end of the day. Well, actually,
Nice.
the beginning of the next day, really, because
That's
a
where I
lot of the
put
day had
all
already
the
been eaten up.
horses.
So, yep. So, what is the plan for Rowley and Z for the rest of the day? Where Drake shows up and reveals that there's stuff to do.
I'll probably just continue trying to fucking organize my idiots.
Yeah, they are
Hang
very hard
out.
to organize.
Yeah, I know.
It's almost like herding cats, but not really.
It's like herding dogs.
I don't know.
Wonder why that is. I mean, I'll say that we should probably go and get Amelia and Drake so we can go check these guys out, and also inform them of what's happened.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Then leave Slocan to go find them.
All right. Yep. So by the morning of the next day, you guys have at least tracked down Drake. I mean, Amelia is like somewhere around here-ish. So
Christ. Hey Drake, we got visitors. They're fucking from some shit. I don't know.
Have you killed
We
them
want to
yet?
go check them out. No, not the Christ. They are people from the fucking the Masters. So
Yeah,
we want to go see what that's about.
and I guess I'll inform you guys, seeing as I do plan on heading there, of a new gate that I found.
All right.
And
So we should
that,
also check
yeah,
So do you want to check out the fucking Masters or the new gate first?
probably the master scenes. That's technically a more pressing matter.
Yes.
Well, I want to get all my tech and cool stuff, sun generator. I get the feeling that I don't like these guys, assuming, but
I mean, Raleigh was seeming to have an existential crisis about them being bad people. So
I
that's
mean,
that's a thing.
as a reminder, if you guys know where the gate is, the Masters are a little more don't know.
That's fair.
did you ask them where they were, or where the masters are?
I
Actually,
thought we did.
if you want, you can just.
I'll give it to you for free. They just point back toward the gate that they came through, and that's kind of the extent of it.
All right.
Are they still around or no?
Say again.
Are they still around or no?
I mean, some came here, some are wanting to stay in my realm.
Where are they? Give me one. Give me someone who might know, and I'll just drag the truth out of them. Like, give me directions.
The people in our realm should know.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit them down and be like, "You're gonna tell me where. You're gonna give me directions."
To what? Where
Yeah,
the
back.
sleeves and the other servants went?
Well, yeah, to the realm where the master might be at right now, or the realm that they came from.
So you're gonna go all the way back to Slokion then, and then ask them about it there? The people there, or the people on Zeodoros?
Uh, whichever one's quicker. And whichever one of these guys are like, yeah, you're probably gonna get more information out of either A or B, because I don't know what these guys are or what they do.
I mean, seeing as
I
you
just know that
don't actually know where they are on Zeodaros,
yeah,
yeah, it's easy enough to go back to Slokion since you're right by the gate at that point.
okay.
So, well, you have two options. Do you want to talk to one of the workers or one of the humans?
Humans.
All right.
Well, I'll be like, do you know the direction back to the gate or back to your realm?
They do not. They followed the road.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the workers then.
The workers just literally point back toward the gate.
Give me more details.
They tell you that they followed a road and they carried things. And it was very good walking because the roads were good.
When we're on the night road, is there like another path or what?
They don't understand what you're asking.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they traveled the same road that we did, right?
Keep in mind, you have two different night roads. The one that leads from Orivon to this realm and Slokion, and then the one in Slokion that leads elsewhere.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, you guys have only walked like 100 feet down that one.
Yep.
The road
Because
continued.
we walked, found where we put in the anti-decay shit, and we put it in, and then went back.
Yep. So they most likely came from somewhere down that road. But how many different pathways there are beyond that is unknown. They don't know.
Then I'm gonna ask the humans how many pathways they took, or how many realms they crossed to get here.
They actually didn't cross any realms, besides, of course, yours now in Slokion, whereas they call it the farming realm.
Okay, then how many fucking things did you pass? Gates or whatever you want to call them. Not gates, but whatever you said earlier.
They would be gates. Unfortunately, the number varies. It's anywhere from just a couple to literally 24.
Can I use? Can I see if I can just pull the truth out of them to
That is the truth out of them as far as they know.
Well, I'm wondering if I just be like, okay, well, as far as you know, but who knows? Let me just pull out the real truth.
That is the real truth as far as they're concerned.
Well, I'm talking about more divine bullshit where it's like
Reality doesn't decide to give them the truth.
okay.
Yeah, the truth is subjective based on what they know. They can't tell you something they don't.
So what do you guys think? You just want to walk
You're talking
down
to a
from
bunch of freaking bumpkins about how things work. They don't know because they're not mages.
We don't even know.
Well, we don't know because we didn't know. Well, they're like, okay, how many gates did you walk through? I don't know.
No,
How many
specifically,
they
I was
walk
saying we don't
through
know
is
anything.
2. They can give you that. The one they came through, and then the one that they walked through for Slokion. How many they passed, though, they can't give you because none of them were paying close enough attention. Because they were carrying shit.
It's like going down a forest trail, and after the fact, you ask someone, "Hey, how many paths were there you didn't take?" And it's like, "What? How many paths did you not take?" I don't fucking know.
Well, that's why I was wondering if it's just some
Like 80?
divine bullshit. Being like, oh,
No.
well, no.
You can
Well,
draw the
not that
truth
you
out of
do, though.
someone, but the person still needs to know the truth. It breaks lies. It doesn't break just not knowing.
That's why I call it magical or divine bullshit.
Mm-hmm. The word you're looking for there is knowledge. That would have drawn the truth out of them in that way.
No, stop mentioning words that I want that I can't have.
Yeah. If they were straight up lying to you,
Yeah.
then you could do that. Unfortunately, these guys are not lying. They just don't know because they're morons.
Do you guys just want to walk down like a night road for like who knows how long and see if we find something?
Walk down for like a day. Too. Actually, do they know how long they were traveling on the night road?
That they do know. It was about a month.
Fuck that. Especially the
Well,
other gate, too.
they think it's about a month. When you don't have a sun, it's a little hard to guess.
That's fair.
But that's what they feel like, how long it took.
Oh. I could try making it faster just by giving us horses or something like that. So
Could
okay,
speed up travel that way, definitely.
So what do you think, Z? New road or to deal with the masters first? See if
Fucking.
they're an actual threat.
They are an actual threat. With that out of the way, new road. I don't want to travel for a month just to meet people that we aren't gonna be able to do anything about.
Okay. Raleigh's not back. So what's Amelia doing?
Traveling, unless someone decided to go pick her up.
I would send like a dog to go pick her up.
Yep. The dog catches up with her right as she's about to finish her journey.
Okay, so yeah, if you guys honestly think that the knight or the masters can't be dealt with right now, or shouldn't check it out, I'm fine doing the road and getting my shit out of the way. At worst, this is a new realm that we can hide in.
Does that sound good to the people here?
Yeah. As far as I know, Z thinks new road.
I'm wondering for Amelia, because Norix isn't back yet.
Sure. Though I will note that I completely zoned out that entire conversation, but I will blindly trust your wisdom.
We are not very wise, and you should not blindly trust.
I was about to say.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry. I just don't want to make you repeat yourself.
I'll just give you the quick version then. Drake found a new gate. The option is to apparently go search down the new gate or go down the gate that leads probably to the Master's Realm. But the Master's Realm is about a month away on the night roads. So it's a big long walk.
I see. And those are our only two options?
I mean, those were the two that they seem to be discussing. Is that incorrect?
I mean, we can hang out here, I guess.
Well, I want to go to the new road because it's how I get my thing done. I want to build a new sun generator thing, and to get that knowledge, I have to go to a new realm.
All right. That seems acceptable to future Amelia.
I mean, you've basically been told that the mortals will sort it out here, so.
Let God sort them out. You are a god. Shut up. I don't want to sort out this bullshit.
So I'm gonna guess Zarelli is outvoted, and you guys head with Drake to the gate that he found.
Yes.
Or Raleigh throws in, I don't know. You guys all join up and head to the place that the golem was.
I will provide a convincing argument for why Raleigh should come with us.
All right.
I'll fucking kill you if you don't.
Yep. So
That
before
is
you
both
guys,
a falsehood and not a convincing argument coming from me.
Yep. So before you guys go through this little gate thing, I'm going to end it here. So I do need to do
Alrighty.
some additional planning about both the gate and the gate on the other side too.
Oh,
So-
you know.
Yep. So,
Could give you guys XP, but you guys really don't deserve any. So
nah, I would give you at least one if I don't think you guys deserve any.
The
But-
fact that you showed up really doesn't mean anything to me. You get nothing. You're awarded no points. Everyone here is dumber for having showed up. Good night.
I mean, you basically went and figured out that the princess was a prissy idiot, but that's about it. So,
yeah.
I think 1 point of experience and 1 point of dominion is probably fair enough.
I think it's generous.
Yeah. Had you guys come to this gate earlier and actually like run through this, then I might have been more generous. But since we're saving it for next week, we'll do that for next week.
Also, I said I actually had a goal. I've already forgotten what it was because I didn't write it down.
That's
That's good. Welcome back. We're
welcome
going through a
back.
gate. We're going through a
tell
new
him which
gate.
gate.
No.
I was getting to it. All right.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Because the one for the Masters is like a month of travel, and I don't want to do that. I'm gonna be honest with you.
And we are finishing here tonight.
We get 1 and 1.
Yep. 1 dominion and 1 XP.
We're heading to the one that I want to go to.
Yep. You're helping Drake out to sort out his thing.
Sounds good.
Also, like I said, it's an escape.
Actually, my current goal is actually to establish my own paradise. Yeah. Let's write that down.
All this political bullshit is frustrating as hell, and I hate it.
That's what you get for dealing with humans, you fucking idiot.
Hey, for me, it's worked out pretty great.
I mean, in part it's dealing with humans, in part it's dealing with a realm that was specifically built to be messed up, like on purpose.
These
Yeah,
people are.
That's why we were
these
able to take
old.
it so easily.
I'm
Yes.
looking forward to the day where we murder all of the fucking masters, all 6 of them, because they're pieces of fucking shit.
Keep in
Yeah.
mind that their gods are literally called the Masters.
Also, I
Yeah,
like
they're
how-
pieces of
I like
shit.
how them coming back to possibly try and save this realm, because we actually don't know. We just know that they're coming. One of them is coming back.
They
That
made a
makes them an
realm
abject piece of
That's
shit.
fucked.
They didn't make it. What
Mitchell just said that they did.
did they?
I mean, that
It was
seems to be what
created
the
to be
stories
fucked.
are.
Also,
Yeah,
you can
so
make
they're
something
pieces of
happy
shit.
later. If I make a fucking piece of bread, and I leave it on the counter for a fucking
Mitchell
week
said it
because I
was
forgot
made.
about it.
Mitchell said it was literally made to be fucked up. Like, yeah. These,
I-
these
I-
fucking
I-
gods are shit.
We designed it to be fucked up, you idiot.
This
Because
realm
we
was
can't
designed for a very, very particular purpose.
Yeah.
Mining and farming.
Mm-hmm.
That's so fucking stupid.
And when left to their own devices, they screwed up.
That's so fucking stupid. I hate gods.
They were
Well,
playing
we-
Stellaris and they enacted a farming planet edict.
Christ.
Nope.
Why you gotta call me out
I
like that?
cannot
Why you gotta call me out
cannot
like
wait
that,
until
fucker?
we get to murder all of them.
You're gonna have to wait. You are going to wait. Unless you want to be dead.
But, yeah, so as far as we know, I don't know.
Well, you sure as fuck
Okay, so,
can't.
Mitchell, you don't have to. Yeah, you're not going to answer. But what do you guys think they are? Made gods?
Well, if they made realms, strong is my bet.
I estimate that they're gods.
Well, they would
I
be
estimate
made.
that they can kick our shit. That's what I estimate. Also, I
Also,
really hope they don't stop me trying to establish this as a paradise. That's gonna be big sad.
they're all just bullshitting us, and it's like, oh yes, we just we claimed this. We went up and like, this is ours now. They didn't do anything in this realm.
I mean, I guess we'll find out. One way or another, we're gonna find out what they want.
All right.
One way or another.
Mitchell,
Whether you
How-
go there or they come here, you will eventually figure them out.
And it will always be bad for us.
actually, wait.
I mean, maybe depends on how you guys deal with them.
Oh, wait, never mind.
Poorly.
You can't. Never mind.
Yeah.
You can't ask.
Poorly is the correct answer because it's
as
always
a reminder, you didn't have to fight the Stony Terror.
Yeah.
Being an ally to him was always an option that was on the table. It's just
Yeah.
you guys didn't want to use it.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like being an ally with this guy is going to be semi-hard. Or these guys is going to be semi-hard. Given one of our teammates' leanings.
What?
The fact that Raleigh's called them pieces of shit and says he wants to kill all of them at least 6 times.
I didn't say that in character.
Sorry, the fact that Norik said that about 6 times. And
I haven't seen them as rivals.
the fact that Raleigh's thinking it.
I don't like these guys. I don't trust them. But
Yeah.
we'll see. I guess.
right. I'll catch y'all later.
I'm pretty sure
Works.
when we talked about the Stony Terror and being an ally, you said that was a very bad idea.
Yeah, having a parasite
was an
god as an ally.
option,
I
though.
mean, it's an
cannot
option.
deny.
You'd be willingly allying with a person who is insane, which is not exactly the most stable of relationships.
He's just saying that
Because
we
they're
always
insane.
we always have a way to get out that isn't just a murder. We have to make the active choice of murder.
If you wanted to, you could just run around and kill everything. It's an option. I think it's about
Not a
the
good
worst option you can choose, but it is an option.
But at the same time, I think running around and deciding to try and ally everyone is equally a shit option.
Yep.
You have to find the right balance between murder and friendship.
Also, I've been meaning to ask Mitchell, what do the Deucemen think about me?
Fuck that guy.
I mean, you don't really know much about what's going on with them. They seem to be kind of neutral towards you. You're another religion kind of around, and you don't seem to be as bad as the Sony Terrors, so it's not negative at the very least.
I saved them
Appearances can
from
be
the Stony
deceiving.
Terror.
That's why I said they don't see. He doesn't seem to be.
And I wonder if the council person, if I told them like, yeah, I actually killed that hero. That's why that place fell. If she would like me more.
I mean, probably.
Yeah, if anything. Honestly, I tell them how to, or give them some innovation. Like, hey, let's build. Oh yeah, that's where I make the sun generator. I want to connect it to them sometimes if I can. Like just have actual functioning technology in some places.
Mm-hmm.
Functioning technology, that's pretty cringe.
I also need to ask my what is it? My clergy, what they think about I guess post Deuceman humanism.
I don't know what they think about it actually.
Like basically like because I'm still putting on the option like, hey, if you guys want to, I can see if I can just change you into a completely different thing. Though it would be using a shard and trying to use that what is it?
What do the Deucemen
That
think about?
cybernetic.
What do the Deucemen think about their new neighbors?
I mean, the Deucemen basically just have the same neighbors that they have, unless you're talking about the wolves, in which case they haven't really been able to move around that area quite yet because they're still moving across the other area.
Fair. What do the not Deucemen think? What the fuck were they called?
The Zorites?
Yeah, those guys.
The northern dwarven peoples.
Yeah, the
They-
dwarves. The blind dwarves.
I mean, they're more like mole men than dwarfs, honestly. But
Fucking mole men.
mhm.
What heroes?
I mean, that was kind of the idea that I designed them around. Is they're more like mole people. That's why they can't see. Well, it's part of why they can't see. It's also why they're really good at digging and building.
Something about calling them mole men is just so funny to me.
I mean, that's literally what they are designed around. It's why they're a little bit rounder than normal, why their skins are a little darker, etc., etc.
Yeah.
It was their intended design philosophy. I don't remember what the heck I designed the Deuceman after, though.
Fucking plants.
I mean, yeah, but I think I had a specific plant in mind. I don't remember.
Take a guess and say it's an carnivorous one.
No. Well, it'd be something very different.
Man. Get plants, make fucking plant misbegotten. That'd be some real fucking monstrosities.
Am I just crazy? But I don't know what exactly Norix is expecting when you have freaking racial hatred that's literally driven into your DNA. Like that's not just gonna blow over in like a day.
Yeah, having racial hatred built into your soul takes a little bit of time to iron out those kinks.
Because there are people that do resist it, but Nikki being a prime example of it, well, resist it to a certain degree.
The people
She's
who
able
don't
to,
let
I
it
guess,
control
think
them as much.
Yeah, she's able to think clearly through it regardless.
Disliking someone. It's not letting it get in the way, is what it is.
Yeah. Honestly, I know Norix is starting to get annoyed, so I'm just like, Mickey is smart enough to figure it out on her own. So I was just like, she can just offer to be like, I got this. Don't worry about it. Go adventure.
Yeah.
That's what you're good at.
Turns out, we're kind of dumb.
Yep. Hence why I had her give an option to get away from that. Because she's competent enough.
Mickey saw the flailing the levers like, oh god, I should throw out a fucking pipe. Oh, Jesus.
Considering that's what she's done. She's good at it, so.
I like Mickey. Gotta make that deal.
She's fun. In some way, she reminds me of Red's mother, but she's very different in both her thinking patterns.
Big rip to my boy Red.
Yep.
Went out.
Tara's still out there somewhere.
Huh?
His sister.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's still out there.
Still kicking. Fucking lawful, still out there. He's gonna make my life a living hell again somehow.
He just shows up again.
He's gonna show
more
up,
powerful now.
He's gonna show up, look me dead in the eyes, and just no. And it's gonna be over. That's gonna be the end. He's gonna see my fucking soul. Look at me through the fucking computer screen. It's just oh no. I don't like that.
You guys aren't gonna be seeing anyone from RCM for a while now. So you're in a different section of reality.
Man, God, I have to save so much to make this fucking mountain paradise.
It's expensive.
Yep.
I mean, if you work together, it'll be cheaper, but it'll also not be your paradise in the case.
Yeah. Hence why I'm just saving it up. I'm only 7 Dominion off though at this point.
We are paradise
I mean,
combat.
your next level up is a while away. So.
Yeah, that's why I'm just like fuck it, because it's not like I'm trying to burn through Dominion quickly to do that.
Actually, how much
And
Dominion do you need?
how much Dominion do you make paradise? You need 13 per size.
Yep.
Look,
that's of course assuming there's no other issues in the way.
Yeah, assuming nothing's going to stop you.
The only issue that you'd run into is allied. So.
Yeah, the only issue I'd run into is Garanthor, and Garanthor's a bud.
Yeah. So
If
he
only I
would be
could take
cool
it.
with you messing with that.
All I'm doing is giving him more reasons that I'll try and defend this place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the jump from 4 to 5 is 12 points for actually both. So
Yeah.
you're going to be here in level 4 for a little bit.
I have 13 Dominion free.
Yeah, it doubles, so it's going to be well, it doubles up to level 6. After that point, it does slow back down. But it's going to be a while before you guys make it up to level 10. You can start wrecking things. But yeah, I need to finish the gate, and I need to finish the thing beyond the gate because it has things that I need to do.
Don't like that.
That just means I need to make the world. So
Don't like that.
Well,
Mitch,
of
I'm
course.
paranoid. You knew that response wasn't going to change.
All right, I'm actually gonna get off. So good night,
Good
guys.
night. Good luck.
Move on to
Bye.
Canada.
Yep.
Good night. Good luck, and don't die.